Feed me more. Feed me more. Feed me more. Feed me more. Wake up. It's feeding time.
Welcome to Conversation with the Big Guy. I am the Big Guy Ryback, and I'm sitting here with the one and only Phoenix Marie.
And I made it past 69.
The big 7-0. And I would love to wish everyone, both of us, wish everybody out there a very Merry Christmas today. And this week, Christmas week, I guess we should say. We're a few days before the big holiday, and Asian Joe will be joining us shortly.
Or I just might take off his ball gag, but right now he looks really cute in it, so we'll leave it on.
I don't know, where is he driving? Wait, Asian Joe is driving here at the moment.
Yes.
He's running by. Is he driving with a ball gag on his face? Is
I'm just saying. No, he
does
might
Asian,
actually. He really might.
Asian Joe drives around Las Vegas with a ball gag.
Smiling at girls
Just-
like, want to play with me?
I feel, does Asian Joe get along well with the women?
He does. Because he's very submissive. He's a pleaser. He's definitely the pleaser type.
Does he like attract women because women feel safe around him? Like
Yes.
as far as like he's not. I feel like we're talking like is Asian Joe a homosexual? I don't know.
No! Oh, no.
I didn't know.
No.
Learning as we go along on
Oh,
this
no,
show.
he's had sex with porn girls before.
No, but he comes off very friendly.
Yes.
Like so, I could see women like trusting him.
And that's it, but he's
That's his
also
end.
like friend zoned immediately.
Really?
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to. He's not a closer.
Right. Don't take him under your wing, please. He's so sweet.
He needs to learn how to close the fucking deal. That's.
Well, sometimes it's nice just to be in that position because, like, they're getting naked in front of you, and it's like, oh, you're just my friend. And it's like, yeah, just your friend with a penis. I'm totally going to jerk off to this later, but I'm not going to tell you.
Tip from the big guy on day. Even though I'm an asexual character on this
Right.
show, as we have discussed many times, but while talking with a woman, if you just glance down at their lips, even their chest, while you're talking to them, every once in a blue moon, it lets them know that you're sexually interested in them.
Really?
Yes.
But isn't that where guys' freaking eyes go anyway?
No, the lips are more. It's more lips than chest. But they're gonna think partially, you might be looking at their chest too. But it's
His
more of a
lips
lips
angle.
It's just more of a you look at their lips as you're talking. It's a very subtle thing, especially when close contact. But it does work.
Okay, I can see that.
That's friendly advice. That's nothing too harmful. I feel like no.
Especially
But
since you're asexual. So
feel
it's great.
yeah. It's just
It's not getting you anything, but it's going to give everybody else
just like
everything.
lips. Sorry.
It means he's envisioning penis. Yeah,
Subconsciously, a lot goes through the mind.
Of course.
And I love how you just said that out loud.
What?
That's just one of many things that it could mean. You never know.
No, it's not kissing. I guarantee you're not thinking about making out with her.
Well, kissing leads to other things usually.
Yeah, no, you want her to kiss something else.
Okay, Phoenix. Yeah. We're not going to delve into this one right off the bat.
Why not? Merry
It's
Christmas, suck my
yeah.
dick. Yes. Guys, this is also the best time to ask for anal and blowjobs because it's Christmas.
Wait, is that a thing?
Oh, yeah. It's like birthdays, Christmas. That's normally when guys get their blowjob, anal sex.
Taking advantage of the holidays.
Fuck yeah.
Really?
Yeah, of course. You want to put their dick in her box. Both boxes. No?
No. Phoenix, you always offer very valuable insight. I feel like men out there listening, I feel like you help much more than I help them.
What are you talking about? You get them fit, I get them fucking.
Yeah. That's
Oh my
actually hell of a reason to listen to Conversation with the Big Guy. We'll get you in shape and healthy, and then Phoenix will take care of the rest.
Yeah, see?
Which is why most people want to be in shape and healthy.
I want to be able to last 5 rounds with this bitch. I last 5 seconds.
No, it's all confidence. If you look good and feel good,
If your cardio is good, cardiovascularity with erectile.
if you look good and feel good, it's going to carry over to other areas of your life. I really firmly believe that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
I think if, not to say that you can't have success not being that way, because
Right.
you obviously can, but I do think it's confidence. There's some people that are just overweight that have confidence, I think.
Oh, yeah,
Or
BBW.
or they're able to portray it, even if they deep down.
Yeah, hate themselves.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some like that too,
Oh, yeah.
but they play it off like they don't. And
I think everybody wants to be attractive to somebody else. No matter what
Yeah,
size.
nobody.
Yeah.
Do you think nobody's born? I'm like, oh, I want to be
No,
ugly.
I really know some asexual people. Like they don't get like,
Really?
and they're just so I'm all hot. Like,
You can
what do
still be
like?
happy. I feel like maybe if you
Yeah, because you love yourself.
you find other things to be happy about,
right?
but
Like kitties and puppies.
yeah, and stuff. But like it's not the full life experience, obviously.
Right.
But there's enough people reproducing anyway. So if there's a few less people that don't want to, unless they're super smart, I feel like they're probably super smart though, and we could probably use those people reproducing. Definitely, it's you guys have to be with the right person.
Do you really want kids or no?
I think it has to be with the right person.
Okay, so let's just say you found the right person. Would you like?
Well, then that's the next. Obviously, then that decision could be made, but it has to be with the right person.
You also have to be looking for the right person.
Yes.
Right now you're looking to fuck.
Wait. Okay, that's not true at all.
No?
No, that's dating is repetitions until you find the right one.
Okay, trial and error.
Trial and error. I'm
Okay.
making very good decisions lately.
Okay.
I've made good decisions the majority of my life. I feel like, but I feel like a lot of people settle. I'm not saying I've made every decision's been a good decision.
I just gave him the rock eye right there. I was like,
Yeah, it's about learning and being thankful for the experiences, and there's been a lot of good even with some of the bad.
Right.
So I haven't married somebody and lost everything.
Right.
Yeah. Like a lot of
He
people.
said yet.
Yeah. Yet when I found the right one, Phoenix.
I'm gonna be like,
We'll be doing this podcast on the fucking corner.
I'll be like, as long as it worked. He'll be like, how do I find out? You're gonna have to walk to Summerlin to let me know what day you want to do this.
Phoenix, can you swing over to the homeless shelter today to record with me? All I got is this podcast equipment and my dogs.
And they're eating other people's food, so it's great.
Yeah,
It's fine.
they're for the sympathy.
Yeah,
when
of
I'm on the corner.
Yes. Yeah, you see my puppies? They need food.
You're so with the Christmas season in the air, and you are driving tonight because this is a couple days before, as we said. You're going to drive to California after the podcast
Yes.
tonight. You excited?
I am. I'm so excited to be home. I'm like, yay, I get to go. And just be like laying on the couch and talking. And I know my mom's going to talk my ear off because I'm her best friend. So she wants to tell me every little interest.
Or so she says.
She is my best friend. I love her. She's
No,
my
you
mom.
you get along great with your family. I feel
do.
like.
Oh, yeah.
I always because you always post stuff of your family. This is the many personalities of Phoenix. You are still your little Melissa when you go home, and you with your brother, right?
Yeah.
That I always
Noah,
see.
my nephew. Yeah.
Or nephew. Sorry.
Yeah.
Do you have a brother or no?
I have 7 brothers.
You have You've done things with your brothers before on your.
Yeah, my
I've seen them.
Lauren. Yeah.
Okay,
He's the one.
that's where I was. And then, but like it's Phoenix Marie, this other side of Phoenix, and it's just like, is that weird with the family ever?
No, like I said, I took my little brother to see Chris Rock and everything, and it was just like after it was all done, he's like, "How does it feel to be VIP in the VIP?" And I was just like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "It's so funny because you're still just my sister, and you're like Noah's aunt, so I don't know, like, but they see it."
Other people look at you differently, though.
Oh
because yeah.
And then, like I said, I ruined porn for him, so he still holds that grudge. It's fine.
Really?
Oh yeah, still.
You ruined porn for your brother.
Yeah.
He can't watch it at all?
No, because the last time he turned it on, so.
Oh
both
no!
of them-
Oh my God! I can't even imagine.
Yeah, you can't go anywhere on the internet without seeing me
Yeah,
naked.
yeah,
at
yeah.
no matter what you type in, unless it's Asian. No, I have fucked some Asian girls. Okay, so no, there's no.
But the chances of you just popping up
Are
back from my days of when I used to. I mean, you pop up on a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
a lot.
Ooh, that would be.
Yeah.
I wonder how that's the mental stress you put on your family. Jesus.
No, they just laugh because they're like, that guy's looking at you.
Oh,
That guy's
there's
looking
my
at you."
sister against silly Melissa.
Putting all those penises inside you. Good job, sis. Way to go.
I would be sitting there with a pen just writing these guys. Who's this actor right here? I'm going to fucking kill him.
That's my sister, motherfucker.
Jesus.
It's true.
No, but you feel like that would be the first instinct that goes through you. That, oh, he's hurting her.
Especially with shit
But
I
she
do.
seems to be liking it.
It's like, I shouldn't even be watching this, but look at what he did to her. My sister doesn't deserve that. Especially for him, because he's so, like, sympathetic. Actually, my mom took on the 6, and then had me, James right underneath me, Lauren, and then Vincent.
Yeah.
And Vinny's turns 21 next month.
Okay.
So, oh, God. But those bottom 2 are so, like, very codependent, need somebody. They're lovies. They're like the romantic type.
Yeah.
Whereas like me and my brother, because we're older, and I guess my mom was way younger and cracked the whip on us.
Yeah.
We're more like independent. We got this shit. Like we don't ask for help.
Yeah.
It's
That was more maybe a generational thing too. I mean, as far as like they can't
Yeah.
like times change every 5 years. I feel like, or kind of that's kind of the cycle.
It's almost like a decade and 2 decades in between me and because I mean it's gonna be 21. I'm 36, so
That's up there.
I'm gonna fuck you up. You're the same age. You're the same
Yeah,
age
but
now.
for men, that's like I'm getting younger as I go along. I've got all
what
these
about
stem
me?
cell procedures. I'm fresh off another stem cell procedure.
Yes.
I feel I am going to be healthier at 36 than I've been my entire life since my ankle injury, because my back feels amazing right now. I'm so happy I got this. It's only been Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Today's day 4 from the procedure. But I healed about 65% from that first one. Mm-hmm. So now I'm healing from 65%. Like it's just going to,
You're gonna be back to 100.
I just told you the last 2 days I feel so mentally relieved because my pain, like now that the swelling's gone down from the stem cell procedure, I could see already my back feels so much better than it just did. And this time the doctor did PRP in the disc with the bone marrow, the platelet-rich plasma. He just did bone marrow the first time on the disc because it was an insurance thing where they only allow you to do so much.
Many procedures.
Yeah. And he wanted to do the PRP with all of them because it helps tremendously with the stem cells. And on this one, since I paid cash, Big Daddy, that's why it's nice to work hard because you can, when times you need money, it comes in handy. And fuck, this came in handy. They were able to do the PRP with it. And I noticed I was telling you, like I went out last night and I was at Caesar's Palace and I was like, I fucking was happy. I wanted to go out.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I didn't want to because I've been kind of shut down a little bit from when you're in pain and stuff and your body's not right. So, but as I was saying on your old age, I feel for me, and I'm getting this metal taken out of my ankle, that I'm going to be a rejuvenated Ryback at 36 years
I don't
old.
think they only rejuvenated
Everybody
vaginas.
else is just. I'm sure they can do stem cells in anything these
They
days.
actually do, but that's another story.
That's actually one of the powerlifting buddies I know, Brandon Allen, the girl that I told you, the massage, Jenny, his wife, a great couple, amazing. And he always jokes about, because he knows I've gotten all the stem cell. He's like, bro, they're going to be able to do the penises event. He's like looked into
They already have it. It's called a P shot. We're gonna. So wait, you ready for this?
Get out of here. Wait.
It's called a P shot.
I thought he was like
And an O
half-ass
shot.
kidding.
No, they have one for a clit for a girl and a P shot for a boy. All your topics are gonna be gone now. So
Yeah, I have a list of topics. As I'm writing down penis stem
it's called
cells.
P shot, and this is what the doctor at
P
ACLS
shot.
Yeah. So there was a big doctor convention or whatever this past weekend, and he goes. And
Wait, who goes?
the doctor, obviously.
Oh, from your
my
office,
clinic,
yeah.
And he runs into a group of like guys, and they're talking about the PRP for the penis, the P shot. And he goes, well, we have that, and then we have this. It's a vasodilator, and it's basically a vibration that after the PRP, when you inject it, it helps erectile dysfunction for men, and actually can help normal guys increase their blood flow and keep their heart on longer without the Cialis and everything else.
Yeah.
So, that being said, the doctor comes to me during our Christmas party and says, I'm going to pimp you out. I was like, excuse me? What do you mean?
Sounds like a smart guy.
Fuck you. Right? He's like, I want to make some money. He goes, so we were thinking about trying out this P shot thing in the office. And mind you, it's very expensive, obviously.
Hey, Ryan, what are you doing here? Oh, I'm just here for the cool sculpting, Phoenix. How are you?
No.
I thought you were off today. No?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, here's my penis. Shoot it with
finally get to see it. Oh, I'm on a roll tonight. Fuck, the stem cell. My brain is clear. My
good.
discs aren't all fucking compressed right now.
Yeah, he's actually happy, too. It's something nice.
Can't stop smiling. Agent Joe's going to be thrilled over this news, by the way.
Yes, he is. He's on, does it make it bigger?
Fuck, I'm on fucking fire tonight. Keep going. Sorry. No one wants to hear me talk right now.
So you then, they do the stem cells. He's all, you're going to be the one to do you're wearing a glove and you do the vibration and everything else. And I was like, oh, okay.
Wait, vibration?
Yeah, it's a vibration to help with the dilating of your vascular system in your
Wait,
penis.
if you put a vibration on your penis, you're gonna feel like you're
boner?
gonna guys
No.
you're gonna have to be cleaning up a little bit of a.
No.
I'm so confused.
Wait. So have you done that?
Long story.
Okay.
When I was
Not
a
for on
kid.
air because you're asexual.
Asexual. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. But,
But,
long story.
I actually
it had
have
to do
done
with a
that to guys,
massager
too.
back when I was a kid.
I so love you for this right now. I'm so happy for hearing that.
That's always deep as we're gonna go.
Okay, fine. On air. So then he's like, yeah. So I'm gonna send you these trainings. So he tells the guy, he goes, yeah, I'm gonna have this girl in my office do it. My girl. And he's like, oh, really? What is that? And he goes, oh, well, her name's Phoenix Marie. He goes, can I be the first one? I'll be the trial. I don't mind. I'll be there. Like, you can totally do the procedure on me. Big ass black man, of course.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, Phoenix.
I feel
Marie?
like that's gonna be the most lucrative
And
thing.
it's a medical thing. And he's like, well, listen, you're going to make a lot of money. It's really good. It's legitimate business. And he goes, not only that, but none of the other girls in the office would touch a dick, and you've touched a couple, so why not you? And I was like, did you not understand?
I like how he words
right?
that. This doctor sounds like a hell of a guy.
You'll meet him eventually when you come in the office for cool sculpting.
I'm here for the cool sculpting. Why are you wearing that shitty wig and hat?
Because the mark.
You marked for life. We have an appointment for life, Mr. For Life. Over here.
Right here. I got you right here.
I feel like that's gonna be. So wait, they inject stem cells in your penis or PRP,
Correct. It's both. It's stem cells.
and it makes your
platelet.
penis bigger.
Makes it bigger. It helps stay harder.
Because stem
And it's
cells
both.
regenerate and
Yeah.
cause growth, and so like that would be what the fuck.
Yeah, no, it's called a pee shot.
This is gonna we're gonna be
and a
looking
shot.
all these women that have gone around and just had huge tits and they're walking around. The problem for men is gonna be so much worse because I feel like you're just gonna have guys walking around in
Fucking boners and
white sweatpants with their penis hanging past their
God.
knees. It's my third stem cell procedure. How many of you had, buddy?
we're not gonna let Ryback into my office. Got it. But he's like legitimately wants to do that. I was like, did you not hear that? I got.
I've
that
never heard
one?
anything. The powerlifting guy is going to be so thrilled. He
Yeah.
was so fascinated by this. He mentioned it several times.
Yeah, and it's an O shot for women. So they inject the PRP inside.
Well,
of
women
the,
could just do steroids and get their clit bigger.
Yeah, but that doesn't do anything with the inside walls. So whenever you fuck them,
Oh,
it's tighter. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Maybe I've
Is
done
this guy?
it.
Is this guy started this procedure like this? I imagine
he wants to send me to
this would be
training
like
in
all over the
January.
news. I feel like if this was a thing,
It's a thing. It is a thing. It's not over the news because it involves a penis.
just
people are-
penises being flashed
Right?
on the news.
This is what
Penises are growing nationwide at an extreme rate.
Wives are exhausted trying to take the kids to school, can't make it.
All hate crime, everything has gone away. The world is so happy right now. All the news media
Yeah.
outlets going out of business.
Well, and it's like you sell a package. The guy
Yeah, I
was
bet
saying,
you
right? Oh Jesus! But it's like with the PRP and with the vibration, it's like $3,000, but you get like 5 treatments.
Oh, that's
It's pricey.
we do
but
it
it's
5
the-
times.
Well, you get the best results, and you do it over the span of a year.
Oh,
thing,
okay.
You know what I mean?
It's like going for laser hair removal where
Yeah.
you don't do it all in one. You got to go back like 8 fucking times. I didn't know that when I did it. I did like 3 treatments, and I was just like, my hair growth slowed down on my calves and forearms.
Right.
And I was like, I don't have to shave them as often. I should go and get them all done though. You have to do it in a time frame though, every
Yeah.
like 8 to 10 weeks or something.
I tried it on my bush, and then I did 6 treatments. Guess what? I wanted to grow a bush. It fucking all came back in. So I was like, okay, that didn't work.
I hate body hair with a passion.
Yeah.
Just like we don't. It's for wrestling. It was something like, and especially younger and like into lifting and bodybuilders and all that. They shave, but it brings out your vascularity. It's like I grew out my hair when I worked at Smoky Bones when I was in Louisville, when I was in my down release phase, and from developmental, and like I looked like a fucking werewolf. I'd like never let my body hair grow out, and I was like, I give up on like I'm not. Why am I shaving? And I worked out every day, but like it looked my manager even goes, "Hey, werewolf," and like my hands were super. I didn't realize I grew that much
Hair everywhere, yeah.
because I'd been shaving since I was younger, and I was like, but I don't grow it on my back, luckily, of all the like, but just.
Just chest and arms and.
Yeah, mostly arms and legs get really, really hairy. And
What's your background again?
70% English, 10% Irish, 7% Italian, 7% West European, small percentage of Native American, and I believe 2% Jew.
Nice. We're both Jewish.
Do you have a little Jew in you too?
I
I
have
didn't
a
know
lot.
that was a thing. But it is.
Yeah, it is.
It's where I like to. It comes into frugal with the money sometimes.
No duh, especially with you. No. Anyway,
That's
what else did you
not
want
at
to talk
all.
about? Since we're gonna stop talking about penises. Well, at this moment.
I don't think anybody wants us to stop talking about these. No, it's gonna. How's your week been? Everything going? Did you see Apple's being sued?
Yes, we'll discuss the Apple one after. Wait. So today I recertified again in CPR. So I can save your life if you have a cardiac arrest.
We were talking about this. You actually, you asked me if you needed me to save. When you walked in the door today, you're like, let me save your life. And I go, what? You didn't at all, but.
Whatever, you didn't need it, so.
The
For you,
horrible,
it
I don't know where
dick.
I was trying to make something funny out of that.
You should
wanted
have
to
said, I want you to resuscitate my dick, but obviously it's us, so you can't say that. So.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But I was telling you, I think that's really, really cool because I've thought about this many times. That's now going to be, because I was just thinking today I need to do my new goal board for 2018. Mm-hmm. That's going on there because I like to I do quite a few goals. I probably do more than I should, but I have different levels of goals on different ones.
Right.
That one is as far as that one is an easy one to knock off the list.
I told you that should be first, too.
But it's just such a non-selfish thing. I feel like I was saying to family members or anybody, every person should know that because it's such a simple. It's a 4-hour class, right?
Right.
But and not to say it's simple by any means, but it's not. It's something that everybody could learn and should know. But a lot of us we take it for granted. And so for me, I was like so happy you told me that because it's something I've thought about in years past and always being on the road and being busy and you just kind of put shit off and so I was like, fuck, I'm going to go sign up.
So you can actually go online, AHA.org. It's American Heart Association. And they'll show you where all the courses are and in your area.
Yeah.
And like I was telling you earlier, the first 4 minutes of life, if you're not, let's just say, for instance, I was using your father. Like if your father had a heart attack, he was in cardiac arrest, you didn't know how to do simple CPR. You have the first 4 minutes is whenever the brain goes dead if it doesn't have oxygen to it.
Yep.
So the whole purpose of CPR is to keep oxygen going to your brain.
Until the ambulance gets there or people that
can intubate and, force air into
to another
the
level.
system.
I think that everyone that's selling, if I get nothing else from this show, well, there's two things I've gotten from this show.
P-shot and CPR.
But yeah, the CPR is
That involves mouth to penis, not mouth to mouth. Okay.
I think that's something that everybody should go because I think it's just you never know when in a situation may arise, especially at home or with family where you might not have
Choking
access to other
hazards.
people.
Like little babies when they choke on anything, if you don't know that you're supposed to flip them over and do a blunt force in between their back, shoulder blades, they can choke and die. And over something as stupid as the hot dog or a grape.
Yeah. And there's those are very realistic things that can happen
Yeah.
that's, I think that's really cool.
Thank you. I'm going to be able to save all the lives.
You're going to be in high demand in another way now.
I know. It's going to be like, do you want me to fuck you or save your life? Which one? Which one the
I feel like some people will just go out on their shield with, they're going to go.
Like, put my penis in your mouth, I'll die. It's fine.
Can you do both?
I'm all doing CPR and fucking. I could. Oh my God. I could. Technically, I could.
I'm sure you're beyond talented, Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
There's
I'm
no
like,
questioning.
I really could. And then I breathed for him as I was like, yeah, no, I could. I totally could fucking do CPR.
I love how you're thrilled with this. You're very.
Well, you know what? I got
maybe
yelled
that's
at.
your next scene when you hit back when you
I'm
return.
not doing it anymore. But so it was really cute because the guy, one of our instructors, he's like, tell me a little bit about yourself. I was like, I did porn for 10 years. I did adult entertainment for 10 years. And then I decided I want to do something else. And the guy just looked at me. And after class, he goes, you come here. And he goes, that's between...
Of course he did that.
Yeah.
You're staying after class.
No, he was just like, hey, that's between you and God. Like, you don't need to let other people know they might judge you. And I just told him...
I feel like it's between you and everybody.
Right, everyone already knows, but I just smiled at him. I was like, yeah, and I'm like, I get what you're saying. I know, and I'm all, but I also have nothing to hide, and I'm okay with who I am, so they can think I'm a dumb whatever.
You're very secure with yourself. It doesn't...
It didn't, I just looked at him, I was like, I felt bad because I think he took offense to it, and I was like, God darn it.
Oh, if he's saying it's between you and God, throwing that shit out at you right off the bat,
was.
It's I would have just smiled and said God is in all of us, including me. that, and he would not have probably known what to do. But I feel like he doesn't understand how big social media in the world is maybe today.
Yeah, or like...
Because listen, what you done in your time, just between you and God. Nobody else. Right?
Yeah, but it's still like processing because he just said it like an hour ago.
Yeah.
And I was just looking at him like, and I know
I'm sure he's still processing it right now too.
Right, he's all, honey, I gotta go use the computer.
He's
real
probably
quick."
doing something else right now at this time.
Well, it was funny because one of the girls we added, like, because we're doing like projects for extra credit. One of them seizure, so we had to give emails that are Gmails. I only have like a Boss Lady Marizzle Gmail.
Yeah.
And when it comes in, the names pop up, and that one is related to Phoenix Marie.
Yeah.
So she goes, yeah, I was adding names to the group, but your name didn't come up, something else did. I was like, oh, Phoenix? And she goes, yeah. Because I told everyone, I'm like, I don't care. Like, I really, like,
Yeah.
but so many people have that stigma, like, oh, you're a porn star, you're not smart. I'm like, bitch, I could fucking save your life. Shut the hell up.
Yeah. You're incredibly smart.
Yeah, but they really, like, and it just...
Stereotypes are a really shitty thing.
Yeah.
I deal with it on different things. You deal with it on different things. Everyone deals with it. Asian Joe deals with it. And he just, you know what, you just fucking just go with it.
That's why I said he's not here, because he's driving, and, Asians can't drive, so it's fine.
Because he can't see? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I did. I so said.
Jesus, Phoenix. No, but yeah, Asian Joe's going to miss out on the whole banter period of the show.
He's going to come in, I'll be like, no, I'm not talking to you. Unless he brought me donuts, in which case I'll talk to him.
I wonder if he did.
Of course he did. He knows better.
He always brings you sweets. That's what's taking him so long. He's at the damn donut shop.
It better not be that. No, because he was with Rochelle Ryan, so odds are it was that.
Oh, I've talked to her before.
I know you have. Nothing came of it.
I messaged
right?
her after a long time went by, and she was really mad. That's
because you were kind of in the dating of somebody else phase.
But she didn't give a shit. Like, it was there'd been like a period of not from when we talked before to not, and then she was just like, you didn't message me for 7 months or something, and I go, yeah, I know. I'm saying hi now, and it wasn't good enough. So,
Damn.
Hi, Rochelle Ryan, how are you? You hope all's well. Merry Christmas.
I hope she listens to this one. I'm gonna tell her, hey, you should listen.
So Apple's being sued. So all me complaining every week about my cell phone, it had validity. It was a valid argument, and I am happy to see this.
But
I don't like attorneys and suing and all that shit. But like sometimes it's just fucking needed.
Not only that, but it sucks because it's gonna be a personal lawsuit, right? Instead of a class
action, which I still think they might be looking into that, right? Or no?
No, but what really sucks is like all the people that went and bought the new phone.
Yeah.
Because of the errors, like I was going to, because mine's just fucking all kinds of crazy.
I'm stubborn as shit. I stuck to my guns.
Me too. But I know a lot of friends that didn't because of the flaws, and I'm like, you guys should get all of your money back, like 100%.
So my thing is like, and I have the 6S.
I have the 6 regular.
I
know, I suck.
But my phone broke at one point. I talked about it on the show. I was on the ass blaster machine at the gym, and it was one of those the moving ones where it's one of those rock and tilt ones where like the machine kind of moves with your body weight.
Right.
And I'd set my phone. I just gotten it, like probably not even a month old, and I had it sitting on this part where I thought it was safe.
Right.
And because I have a cord, at the time I didn't have my Bluetooth. My Bluetooth headphones broke, and I switched to the ones that had a cord temporarily. So I had to keep it within a certain. Oh, Asian Joe is, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to pause the show, and we're going to let Asian Joe in on this ass blaster story. 1 second, we'll be right back. Zevia is my favorite soda. It's the only soda I'll drink. You've heard me discuss it here on my podcast before, but this truly is a product I stand behind. Look, we've come a long way since soda used to be, back when it was made with artificial colors, nasty artificial and unpronounceable ingredients, and tons of calories and sugar that will slowly over time kill you. Now, there's a clean, amazing option for soda lovers that is absolutely free of chemicals, made with all natural ingredients, Zevia. With Zevia, you won't feel awful or stress about any potential harmful side effects of artificial sweeteners or sugar. Zevia sweetens their products with the all-natural sweetener stevia leaf extract, which has 0 calories and no impact on blood sugar levels. Plus, it's natural. Zevia has 14 flavors of soda, 4 flavors of sparkling water, and 4 energy drinks. You have loads of safer and delicious options to choose from. Zevia is offering you guys a chance to try it for yourself for free. If you're a U.S. or Canadian resident, just go to Zevia.com/podcast and sign up. And that's it. They'll send you a coupon for a free 6-pack in the mail. Sorry, Zack Ryder.
Woo, woo, woo.
Head over to Zevia.com/podcast to sign up for your free 6-pack now. All right, we're back. Asian Joe is in the house. He has made it.
Whoa.
Asian Joe, Merry Christmas.
Did you
This
take
is
the
our
ball
Christmas.
gag out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Asian, Asia. I said Asian. What the hell did I just say?
Asian Joe.
I'm so happy I can't even form sentences anymore. No,
your
Phoenix
dogs
said
are
you
too.
drove over here with a ball gag on.
I was like, he probably has ball gag.
She was
He's
going to have to
licked
remove
herself.
it. The dogs are extremely happy. The dogs might be more happy to see Asia Joe. What the?
It's AJ. Let's
Asian
do
Joe.
AJ.
I keep wanting to say Asia Joe now.
No more drinking for
Oh,
you.
no.
Look at you.
No, I'm
Wines.
on red wine now. No more hard liquor for the big
Wow.
guy. I'm back to my red wine, and even though I stick to the keto diet, glass or two of red wine, it burns body fat. You can't overdo it though. And plus, if you do more than 4 or 5 glasses of red wine, I get heartburn and like it tastes gross after a while. And
You've been drinking some cheap ass wine, like Joseph Phelps.
A box wine.
no, I like the Menage a Trois, the red.
Yeah.
I like blends, the red blend. I mean, that is not expensive by any means.
No.
But I need to go to Napa Valley.
Yes, it's the best.
We should do a group field trip there.
I'm down. You know I am. Are you down?
Yeah, I just realized I got a yellow mic.
You know what? I hope. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We did talk about that on the last show.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
I would be really disappointed if we do the whole show and then
can
Asian
hear it,
Joe's
bro,
just
bro,
can't
bro,
hear him the whole time. But we're talking to it's just crazy.
That'd be kind of funny.
So what I was saying is Apple's being sued, and for weeks I've been complaining about my iPhone 6s. The performance on it has
yeah.
sucked. One of the things I've noticed is my battery. I'd go to the gym, and the battery thing is not as much of an issue now. But there was a period of about maybe 10 days to 2 weeks where my battery, I never had issues with my battery. I'd go to the gym for 3 hours,
Right.
2.5, 3 hours. My battery never died. And then it started dying not even halfway into my workout, just draining. And that was another thing that was going on. But with every update they did, they would fix one problem and then add another one, I felt like.
Oh, of course.
And
I found out that someone actually replaced their battery, and they showed the benchmark between the CPU.
Yeah.
So when they benchmarked it before the battery, it was like, let's say, typically the CPU speed is like 1.4 gigahertz, but they looked it up. It's like
Love that you know
600 megahertz
Okay.
before the battery, and then when he replaced the battery, it went back to where it should
Really?
be. It's 1.4. So that was. But then again, it was like they were using an app, and then it was
Yeah.
like it was like $1 app or $2 app. So you don't know if they're trying to sell the app. Because
Yeah.
Like, hey, if you buy this app, you can see your speed, but it's like a 1-star rating on that app. So it's like
It's,
you kind of like people are
yeah.
like trying to make money off it.
Of course.
Apple's denying it, but
Well, Apple has come out and said,
they
I
said-
believe,
Oh, there was
that
already
if,
before the battery.
that
yeah,
if
yeah.
that's a procedure when the battery starts getting. So here's my thing: why that's bullshit. When the battery starts wearing out or whatever, they slow down the phone, right? So that, for whatever reasons, that so your phone can run at the same speed. Is like, there's something they slow down your phone so that your battery. So I can't. Do you know the exact thing on that? What that was?
No, but they said they sent out viruses to help battery life for
Yeah,
new
there was
phones.
something along
Yeah.
as far as enhancing the battery life when the battery starts wearing out or
Yeah.
getting older. So they admit that they're slowing down the phones.
Right.
But my thing is, so back to my story, on the Ass Blaster at the LVAC, I set my phone because I had the cord in it on a spot I thought was safe. And I had the 6S, I just bought it. And this was, my phone's not even a year old. And it's probably like 8 or 9 months old, the phone I have now.
Right.
And I was doing the Ass Blaster, and like my phone was getting crunched on every rep because it was going under. It was on one of the swinging mechanisms, and I didn't. So I get done with the set, and I look down, and my entire phone is just shattered. And I just sat there, and I was like, "Oh man, I just got this." But I had insurance on it, so I got the new phone. And but my thing is, this phone it's in good shape. It's not old. It's not like it's 2 or 3 years old at the end of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
I've had phones that after 2 years they shut off, which I'm sure they send out a little
Yeah.
Dr. Evil signal to shut off. He's had
You know
that
what's
2 years.
hilarious?
Fuck him.
So my little brother still has my iPhone 4.
Yeah,
Because
my mom does too.
Yeah. I'm like, no, it's an iPhone 4. I was like, hey, listen, I'm all, you can go buy one yourself.
Yeah.
I already paid for your phone bill. So if you want a new phone, buy it yourself.
I'm just glad, though. I think this is I'm glad those people are doing this, and hopefully more comes up, because these big corporations have a responsibility to. These things are great technology. We're enhancing our lives, but like when you have that much power, it's like that's taking it too far, I believe, to doing that to try to trigger people to go buy new phones. They're going to buy. We need phones anyways.
Right.
Don't fucking speed up the process just because you're trying to make more money and all that. But I was going to say this week, I moved everything from my office upstairs to my new office, and for our podcast studio that I'm going to be building. And I had a bag I'd realized in there filled with all my phones since I was like, I think I'm only missing one phone,
Really?
which is at my dad's house, a Nokia.
I love the Nokia.
That was my first one, I believe.
yeah.
But I have all my other phones still upstairs in my office in in a bag.
You have a Razor, a BlackBerry. Like,
I just have them all. They're all in a bag, and I was just like, holy shit! Look, it was like so many memories that I just flashbacks of looking. I remember that phone during that period, and like it's.
Did any of them have pictures on it and videos?
Nothing like bad. Yeah, no.
Sure.
Do you remember how many times you drop your Nokia phone and it still work when you put it back in?
Oh, yeah. 'cause
Those things were
are,
durable.
I
rubber
know,
bouncing.
but then with the iPhone, shattered, crack, whatever.
It's like I blew on it wrong and it's plated.
Well, you.
Sure, I guess I
Is
can't
that even
blow.
possible? Do you blow on something wrong, Phoenix?
No.
This is why I like Agent Joe here. There's two of us to gang up on you now. I've been burning her all fucking show, Joe. Welcome to the club. Oh, this is great.
Moving on,
You
what's the
just
next topic?
You know what's best is you just take it.
I'm good at doing that. What can I do?
Yeah, it's-
2, we should bring another person.
you started this all back many shows ago when you burned me for no reason. I think it was a
I
Goldberg
did,
thing.
yeah, it was a Goldberg. I say you look like Goldberg.
Yeah, you fucking. It's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. I like the guy, so
Yeah, I do too. I think he's awesome. So
he's incredible. A good human being. I've never met him, but I imagine he's a good
I've jerked
human
off to him. You know, just
being. Wait,
watching.
legitimately, is that a thing?
Yeah, I did.
So have you jerked off to me then?
No, I have not actually. I have not jerked off to you. You're lucky.
Oh, Phoenix. I'm lucky. Jeez. Well, you have my action figure now at home.
I know, but I put Sean.
Did
in
you
my butt.
use your action figures on your cam show yet?
No, but I practiced with Sean and he worked, so it was fine.
Wait, you really did
I
this?
did, of course I did.
You are such a child.
I am. I was like, ooh, I love toys. Okay. And then I was like, hoo-ha doesn't take things like that. So I was putting my butt, and I was like, oh, yeah. And so I had his little arms out.
What the hell is going on? I give you these action figures, and the first thing you do is you shove Sean up your ass.
And the funny thing is, I'm not surprised.
No, I'm not. No, I mean,
It's all right. Agent Joe is a
thought you would have like got a frame for it, put him in a nice box or something. Which I mean,
Well,
you tried.
I licked him clean afterwards because I'm a clean girl. And then I was like, okay, now you can stand next to all the other ones.
oh, Phoenix, what are we gonna do with you?
Have a lot of fun. I was going to say, wait, damn it. I had something. All right.
Blonde moment.
That's a blonde moment.
Phoenix.
Oh, Joe abandoned me. Joe abandoned me. That's what we were discussing.
Really?
Yeah, Joe had been helping me with my camp shows, but now he has all these other fucking whores that he likes to hang out with instead of me, so he leaves me hanging. So
I
guess
had
what?
to
Their own
go
life.
bowling.
The bowling is very important to Joe. I already know.
Where were you
know.
tonight? Where were you tonight?
I was okay.
Oh,
With another woman, I believe
yeah,
you said.
I was
earlier.
with a woman, but I brought cookies.
He
They're
did.
not the best cookies, and
He only missed 28 minutes. I'm not upset at all. He's here, and the show is
Hey,
kicking
it's also
now.
Christmas traffic. I was.
That is a very, very valid argument there, Asian
Yes.
Joe.
hey,
Christmas traffic is bad, Phoenix.
You've known me longer.
I'm
Why are you
just saying-
taking this
well,
side?
he's an important part of the show. I want to make sure he feels comfortable.
All right, moving on. What's the next subject?
No, I was going to say, so I moved before the day. I went, I'll actually talk about, I wrestled for FEW, Fighting Evolution Wrestling in Fort Lauderdale this past weekend. Amazing time there, great promotion. I'm going to talk about that. But when I got home, my stem cell procedure was the next day, and I needed to move my office upstairs. Mm-hmm. But I contacted moving companies because I didn't want to have to carry the heavy stuff.
Because they're bookshelves and tables.
Two
and-
bookshelves, 2 big filing cabinets, and a big computer desk. And so I contacted all these companies on Yelp. Big Bad Ryback fucking needs 2 men to come and move the stuff upstairs because I'm going to have this stem cell procedure the next day. I'm not trying to hurt
Exert,
myself. And But so the companies, I don't need a moving truck. I just needed the 2 guys to come out and just carry it upstairs. 20-minute job, probably
Right.
tops. So all the companies get back to me. They're all 2 hour minimum, charging ridiculous amounts. And I was just like, I'll pay for an hour. I have no problem paying for an hour. I get it. You need to make your money. But I was like, it's not a 2 hour job and it's no truck. And they all just, nope, 2 hour job. So I'm stubborn. And I just said, well, I'm big, bad fucking Ryback. So I did it all myself and carried everything upstairs, bear hugged everything. And then the computer desk is a pretty thick desk. I got it out to the stairs and then put it on my thighs and duck walked it all the way up the stairs vertical. And I was so proud of
Your butt
myself.
looks so good today, by the way. Did I mention that?
The what?
Your butt looks amazing today.
Thank you. I've taking the week off from weights from the stem cells and just cardio. They said to take the week off altogether, but I was like, I'll go do cardio on the elliptical, nothing crazy.
I was surprised you didn't go to like Home Depot or Lowe's to get one of those couple guys.
I'm surprised you didn't call Agent Joe
Well, they
to
have.
take you.
Is that because they have the Mexicans out there?
Yeah.
The one up here, they don't have. Nobody's ever out there.
Yeah, but if you go like the
Any other one
the
probably.
ones, they'll-
This area, nobody comes out north up here. I feel like it's still too new up here. Like
Yeah, I
it's
think
out of the
it's like-
way.
yeah.
If I drove down Rainbow though,
I'm sure you'll get a
I've
couple
seen them
guys.
out there.
Yeah.
I go, oh, that's what everyone's always
Well, you
talking
also
about.
also U-Haul too. They'll
Yeah.
stand in front of U-Haul too.
Really? Good to know. I didn't even. I do need to have a palm tree put in my backyard still. So I need to. Maybe when I'll go to another Home Depot to buy it, and then while I'm there, hey bud,
Yeah.
I like how you did that.
yeah, that's this. Hola amigo, me llamo el hombre grande. See,
Palm tree?
Yeah, palm tree. See, the
We know it's in Spanish.
yeah, I know a little bit, but then it gets a little. It's
Spanglish.
Yeah.
And then it just becomes English, and you're like, fuck it.
yeah.
You know, chupa or nah?
I know the essentials.
Exactly. Chupa. Chupa mi peña. Good job.
I was like one of the first things I learned in school was chupo mi huevos.
suck my balls.
That was my first Spanish I learned from in middle school. R.O. Gibson Middle School here in Las Vegas. A girl taught me that.
A girl taught you that.
A Spanish girl. It was funny. She was teaching, I think, a group of us.
Oh, nice.
While
She
we're
goes,
eating our
all you
lunch
white boys,
pizza.
get in line. Let me tell you some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Dude, my dad was an asshole. He's like, you're not taking Spanish, you're taking French. It's like, everyone speaks Spanish. It's like, yeah, no shit. I would like to know what they're talking about.
That's
No,
just- yeah.
I'm taking French. It's like,
You're never going to use it and forget it and wasted your time.
Exactly. And it's like,
So how
This
far
goes
in
on my
French
theory.
did you go on?
second.
Okay,
like, French
okay.
too, and stuff like that.
So you can
So,
understand some stuff or
like, I
read
can
some
say my
stuff.
name or where I'm from. And pretty much it.
Okay.
But yeah.
Man. Yeah, I believe I think English is considered the world language anyways.
It's a difficult language compared to other languages too.
I have always said though, I feel like we would, if we could just take English and because you got to respect there's all these different languages, but languages were created when there was separation
Right.
in different cultures and everything, whereas the world is essentially all one now as far as communication wise.
Right.
That we would be doing the world a service. In a lot of countries, English is they're taught in school English now in a lot of these different countries. But and this is just an example. Say it's not English. Say we choose it Spanish, whatever. But making one worldwide language where it is mandatory to learn that starting tomorrow, everybody's going to learn Spanish in school growing up because in the next 50 years, everybody would be on the same page moving forward and be able to communicate with each other. Whereas now it's not necessarily mandatory in all places.
Right.
And that English has kind of been adopted as the world language and whatnot. But have respect for all the cultures and all the languages still, but it would bring the world closer if everybody could communicate.
Right.
But
well, the thing is, like, besides English, but math is actually a universal language because it works everywhere. That's why you get scientists
Numbers.
coming here and numbers
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So that's actually the current universal language. But yeah, you're right. We should have a universal language.
you got to evolve as we go along, and there's not separate. Like we were trying. There's things that were a certain way and worked before, but now the way the world works, we're all kind of connected now.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be making the world a better place for the people living here the next 50 to 100 years and moving forward if everybody kind of was on the same page language-wise. Not to say you can't speak Chinese still and speak, but
For sure.
what's easier, everybody learning one language or, everybody learning all the languages?
Well, what people didn't realize that the United States doesn't have a national language. even though people say English is a language,
Yeah.
but there's no official national language.
Spanish is right up there.
Yeah,
I mean, as
for
far
sure.
as it really is.
Spanish is so easy. Italian. And
Spanish isn't hard at all. It's different, but it's not.
No, it's not hard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like English is pretty much a combination of all the languages, basically Latin and stuff like that. But,
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, when I, you know, my ethnic background is Thailand, is Thai, so we speak Thai. But some of the words they don't have a word for it, so they'll just bring it in English.
That's
word.
why I've heard English is extremely difficult, right? Because we have all these different.
Yeah,
words,
It's just like
essentially.
different. There's certain words they can't pronounce, or like they can't pronounce the NA or the TH for
Yeah.
some reason, and so that's why they kind of like
Fuck it.
right. And so, but yeah, like my real name is Joe Nathan, but the reason why my name is Joe Nathan because in Thailand they can't pronounce Jonathan; they pronounce it Jonathan.
Okay.
And so when my dad came to the States, he decided, I'm going to name my son Jonathan or Joe Nathan.
Yep.
But 6 years later, he decided to name my brother Jonathan,
Wow.
just to be a dick.
Son of a bitch. I actually went on. Been doing a lot of dating still. Big guy dating tales.
We're gonna talk about those. Okay, go.
Wait, no, we can talk about that. I don't. I've talked about them
know.
openly
I
before.
know, but
we
not
don't
like
share
that much.
intimate details. I'm a gentleman.
Right.
I went out. Phoenix, don't give me that.
He wants videos and photos.
Yeah, Phoenix just.
I'm like, no. What's great is I've had so many athletes lately sending me pictures of like, or videos, I should say, of like girls sucking their dicks, and I'm like,
Wait.
okay,
What?
yeah, it's so weird.
I love that we had the same reaction to that.
No, like
Bonding moment right there.
It's
Wait,
like-
what?
No, and I was like, this one chick, she like was a fangirl, and so she only gave him like a blowjob, and you could just tell she hated every minute of it.
Really?
Like her face, I'll show you guys after, but like her face was just so unpleasant and like hated. And then he's like, I'm gonna slap her face with my penis, and then like he'd do it, like film it, and he'd send it to me, and I'm like, does she know you're
What?
sending me this?
What sport was he?
NBA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Playing active player?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Honey.
I like how you're
Listen,
very,
if I
you're
were a
well, you're
roster-
also universally connected to the world.
Baby. If there's somebody
Getting
I know.
videos from Australia, Japan, China,
I don't mean Japan. Or
Brazil.
China. Brazilians, more like the trannies I know there. Transgenders.
You know everybody.
I do.
The
Worldwide, motherfucker. Hey. Go ahead.
I went and wrestled for like I said, this for FEW promotion in Fort Lauderdale, Fighting Evolution Wrestling this past weekend. It was great. My last match of 2017, and then now I'm taking it easy for a bit. So for all the publications that want to say that I'm a big failure in wrestling and everything, because I'm taking a couple months off of actual wrestling because I'm getting my ankle fixed
Yes?
and getting
When
the
is
metal
that?
taken out. Still waiting to get this
Cleared.
Yeah. But hopefully January is when it's scheduled. I'm still actually waiting to hear back from WWE on getting what they have to say on all that. If not, we'll get it taken care of. But let my back chill out, because last time I had my back done, I had bookings already.
Yeah, I remember you like right away.
And I've tried not to I don't like to cancel bookings. And if I want to make all my appearances. And I wrestled 2 weeks after my first stem cell
Yeah,
on
I
my
remember
back,
it was
which I
right
should
after.
not have been doing. And on this one, I quit squatting, I quit deadlifting, and I'm giving myself a couple months to let everything do what it's supposed to do so that I don't have to do this shit ever again. And it's not hard, but it's a lot of money, and I just want to use this time. So, a very physical matchup, though, over there, and had a hell of a time. And I got to see the Boogeyman and Elijah Burke, the Pope.
I saw that picture. You said, I'm going to talk about this on the podcast.
Yeah.
They're like my legend. So it's like, oh.
I always call Elijah the Pope. He D'Angelo De Niro. I believe that is the correct name. I always know him as Elijah Burke. That's what I've always known him as. He Boogeyman and me were really close my first year in wrestling. We both came in from Tough Enough, and he was an older guy getting into wrestling, and a lot of people, very charismatic, and he's a hell of a human being.
Nice.
I like good people.
Right.
He's a good person. But a lot of guys were very looks great, jacked up guy, and he's up there in age. And he got
He
into
looked great from his photo.
he still looks.
Yeah.
He lied to everyone. He was 40 when he broke into wrestling. He told everybody he was 30. Wow. Nobody questioned it. He looked
Great.
he looked better than anybody there. I remember during Tough Enough. He's just a freak, and he he still looks the same. It's crazy. He hasn't aged, and but he kind of had it rough getting in, and guys were really hard on him and different people, and he had a nice career in WWE, and he's never his character. He's not a wrestler. He is an attraction, and
Like
a lot,
me. No.
no, but a lot of guys in wrestling are very disrespectful to. There's all different ways to make money in wrestling, and like
Right.
there's different characters, and it's.
If you're really gonna be the bad guy or the funny guy or whatever.
But there's a
Or
place
the
for
big
a lot
guy.
of different. Wrestling is about having a mixed bag of things, and he is a fucking phenomenal attraction, and he cuts amazing promos, and he has his place in wrestling. And he's a great human being on top of all that. But there's other guys that are just like, well, he doesn't wrestle. He's not a wrestler. He does wrestle at times, but it doesn't make sense. And like he's best off as an attraction with everything, especially for his age.
Or whatever.
But being in random cameos and whatnot. But me and him, very instrumental in my career very early on, just as far as we both had it tough in different ways, as far as like being outsiders coming in. And he, eventually I was rehired as a wrestler and got rid of all that shit. But like he is just such a good fucking dude. So I'm so happy to see him. And he's in Colorado and he's doing well. But Elijah, I've talked about before, he's played a pivotal part in my career. When I got rehired for the second time by WWE, I had been back at OVW, and John Laurinaitis was coming down, who was in charge of hiring talent at the time. Mm-hmm. And I had been invited to go to this tryout to have a chance to be rehired by WWE. And I'd been back wrestling for a few months. And I was essentially poor at that point in my life, working at the restaurant and living in a shitty apartment. But I was happy actually with wrestling for the first time because the stress was gone. I wasn't working for anybody as far as working for WWE. I was able just to enjoy wrestling for the first time.
Right.
And I was like, no, I'm happy right now. I'm not going to go. And I told the owner of OVW, Danny Davis at the time, thank you very much for the opportunity to come to this. It was like a close. It wasn't an everybody come to this tryout sort of thing.
Right.
And little did I know that would be the last time John Laurinaitis ever came, which at the time nobody thought that. But of things that happened, WWE left there and all this other stuff. And I saw Elijah Burke at the gym at the Fitness Factory the night before. And I told him, he was in WWE at the time and doing well. Nice. And he goes, you going to the tryout tomorrow? And I just go, no, I'm happy. I don't want to. And he like cut a promo on me. And he was like, you fucking worked this whole time and you shouldn't have been released, this and that. And like, you go fucking get your job back. And like, essentially summed it all up. And I remember like, usually if somebody, and it was kind of aggressive, not like
a mean or a bitch, but like,
but
you're better than
it was almost talking down to me a little bit, like, which doesn't happen a lot. But
I took it.
I took it.
Wow.
And because I knew deep down he was right. And it was one of those cool, me and him are like never been like besties, but we've always gotten along really well. And there's always respect with other wrestlers, and he's a good human being. So like, we always got along. But like, and he'd never talked to me that way before. But it was the best fucking scolding. And I say scolding, and it was done in a very respectable way. It wasn't like you're being a little bitch, but he got the point across. And that night I went home and wrote out all these promos and got myself ready. I went and I got rehired. And it was because had I not seen him, I would not have gone. I would have been drunk at home that night, went to worked 12 hours the next day, and continued on with my life at that time. Not to say that I wouldn't have been rehired at a later time, but that was the last time WWE came there. The path would have been a lot longer, and it would have been
trying.
It's one of those key moments in your life that you don't realize at the time.
Right.
But we talked about it there again. So it was really good. I hadn't seen him in years, and so it was great to see him, and I have a great time at all my independent shows. But doing an appearance for the Memphis Grizzlies on the 5th of January.
That's a Friday.
A halftime deal for the Memphis Grizzlies game, which is it's not like a wrestling match. So, and I'll be careful in what I do physicality-wise and all that. And then chilling out I believe I have my India appearance February 10th. And so I got to figure out the
You have
time.
AVN in between, so that's a whole other event.
We'll
so, yeah.
plan all that out as that
Yeah.
comes along. So ideally we got to wait and see when this ankle thing could get scheduled. But the time frame is probably looking at, I want January to be the time I get it done. But I'm probably going to have to do it right after India, realistically.
Your ankle?
And then I don't have appearances until the end of March. And then
In India, right?
is February 10th.
Oh.
Which is kind of, because that got rescheduled from December, but
Right.
that's a go already. But and I don't want to cancel on it, so I'm going to have to figure that right after that February 10th to 15th if I get it done then, I have enough time to heal and recuperate and then take all my bookings in March. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. Unless I hear different from WWE and can do it in January, I might have to reshuffle some things and whatnot. But it's as
So
of now.
January 6th, after you land, just go straight to the hospital.
That's ideally that would be
Yeah,
the best.
that'd be great.
thing. That would probably give me enough time to still keep the India appearance
Yeah.
too. So that's what I'm waiting to hear back and hopefully get this all figured out so that I could get this metal taken out of my foot and fucking feel better than ever. So, but other than that, I tell you, I got a townhouse now.
You did. You started to, and I said, "Oh, I see how it is." What did I say to you? I said, asked you something, and you went to a townhouse, blah blah blah. And I was like, "Oh, cool." Had nothing to do with what the fuck I asked you. What's
I
that?
was busy the whole day though because of the townhouse is what I was trying to tell you. She got mad at me because it took me a while to respond back
like
to
a
her.
day.
No, it was hours. I've been on my search for real estate property. I finally townhouse. They went with me, and we start everything. We go into escrow on the 26th. I believe that's what it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I just dropped off the earnest deposit today, and after waiting until after the holiday season. And I'm going to be renting that out on Airbnb up here in North Las Vegas because there's no restrictions on Airbnb in North Las Vegas.
Right.
Las Vegas has different rules and regulations because of the hotels. So, and my goal is to get the first one, get it up and running, and then I'm immediately going to get a second one, and then I would ideally want 3 or 4 properties going right simultaneously for Airbnb, but definitely getting 2 up and going strong, and to have that in the portfolio. And I love real estate. That's been the one thing being on the road. It was a little harder to have the time to do it.
Right.
Now that I'm home, and it's you got to have patience doing it though, because I've looked at probably since I bet you I've looked at 50 properties in the last few months. And you just summer shit, and you know what I mean? It's just everything is.
Now, did you look? I know that the Congress passed the new tax cuts and stuff like that. Is there anything in the? I didn't look and completely. Is there anything in there about like mortgages and stuff like that? I know, like
Not that I've seen.
Okay.
I don't know anything about that off the top of my head right now. But this for me, this is just another way. I love making money with different avenues. And having passive income coming in, cash flow coming in, especially in I invest in the stock market pretty heavily, and I've got play money in cryptocurrency because I don't know how serious to take that.
Well, I got hit pretty hard the last couple of days.
But it's already
down?
come back.
It's
It's already
already
coming.
back,
Yeah, it's there's no.
It's
but
up and down with that
crypto's
thing.
not like the stock market where to me there's no rhyme or reason behind it.
Right.
A lot of it's all on the confidence of people and what they're showing on TV and whatnot. I think long term the technology's here to stay though, but I think you just got to be able to ride out a lot of people though will sell first chance. They see anything, oh, it's going bad.
Right.
I'm not putting that much into it where I'm concerned where if it wipes out, like
There's not a big loss.
but it's already made me a good amount of money.
For sure.
But the stocks, there's more rhyme and reason to stocks.
Oh, yeah.
And you understand why things are going up or going down. With crypto, it's a little bit just.
I mean, you got something back. You got something tangible with
Yeah.
stocks and stuff like that.
And my thing is with crypto is I've already taken out my profits. That was my initial investment, and I'm well above that already. So like, say it did get wiped out, I really didn't lose anything because I made, you know what I mean, on that. So, but I feel like eventually there's going to be a crash again at some point.
Oh yeah.
It's inevitable the way everything's going.
It's a big learning curve because no one still don't know what exactly it is.
Yeah. So my thing is though, there's always going to be a need for real estate though, and hard property,
It's a
and
mini castle.
that's what I know. Start renting out. I rent out the rooms now. Like I want to I just passive income coming in and different things, and it's not being dependent on wrestling. And I have the supplement company, and that's we just got the books. I've been on the phone all week getting my books done because I need everything in order. For the first year of a business is the hardest year, I feel like, from everything I've been told, and in working out the growing pains, and it's very expensive starting a business, and like in paying, getting your books done, and having them, maintaining those, and just all. You have
a CPA and an attorney?
Yeah. Okay. All these expenses, and having, in general liability insurance for the supplement, like all this shit fucking adds up. But it's really fun, like, because you're doing something you love. But I'm happy because we were well into the 6 figures for the first year, which I'm fucking like.
That's awesome, man.
And I'm very thankful. Wrestling has helped with that tremendously, and we're only going to continue going up and up and up on that. But it's very time consuming. But you need to learn how to. You're getting all the kinks out that first year, even the first 2 years probably, and but as everything grows and whatnot. So this week I was dealing with all that, and it's thank you to everybody that's been supported Feed Me More Nutrition and the Feed Me More brand. It is you guys have been awesome, and I'm having the time of my life right now, and I'm happy, which is the most important thing to me. So, but other than that, I'm trying to think what else is going on with you guys. Anything
Joe?
Relevant? Asia Joe, how'd bowling go last week?
Okay, we're tied for first place. And so the way it works is you get 2 points whenever you play 3 games. And so it's a 4-man team or 4-person team because you can actually have women bowl with it. So there's handicap.
Wait, women can bowl?
No, Bree, by the way.
I'm kidding, by the way. That's a joke for the people that talk shit about me. That thing.
Fucking almost perfect game. So don't fucking hustle bowling with her. She'll kick
Is she good at pool too? Because I got the pool table upstairs.
I don't know about pool, but I know bowling.
I'll do crypto with her. That way
I got a chance.
We'll bet bitcoins.
So we lost the first game, and so we just needed to win 2 games. So we win first place. We lost the second game by 10. And then we just lost it. So we took second place.
She's got really drunk after that, or
no? Like our team, we don't really things. So the thing about me is you guys talked about last week about if I drink, I do drink, but normally I don't drink when I'm driving, and that's
you're a very smart man. I don't. I will never condone that. It's
exactly.
Yeah.
And if I do, I would have a beer because that I know what's in it. But when you take a mixed drink or a shot, you just don't know how much. Because everyone's body's different.
Yeah, I just talked about that on my date last night with the Israeli girl who I had a great time with, and I'll be seeing again. But if I go out and I know, I'm driving, and we went out to the strip, I just do red wine, and I had 2 glasses of red wine over the course of dinner, which I know that's okay.
Where'd you go for dinner, by the way?
Cheesecake Factory in Caesars.
In Caesars. You were such a cheap ass date. There's Spago in Caesars. That's amazing.
Wait, okay, time out.
Time out. No time out. Don't touch that.
I don't care how much it could be a billionaire. I don't give a shit.
Right.
There's a thing. So women, be thankful. I'm paying for your fucking dinner first of all, and your
First
drinks.
of all,
okay, just time out. Time out. This isn't you on the date with me, Phoenix.
Right,
first of
but
all,
by the way, I paid for our first little ever lunch. So.
You paid for I'll never forget that. I wanted you. I was like, okay, if you want to pay, I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
I think women should pay on different times. No, I don't think men should always have to spend their money. I think women.
I think splitting the bill
exactly.
Or
taking turns.
If I bought a $20 meal and you bought a $100 meal, you paying $100.
Yeah.
It's
or Phoenix, I take you out to Spago and pay, then you take me out to Buffalo Wild Wings and pay. It's wait a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we're even. No, we're not.
No. Oh, you're
taking me
my
bank
Spago
account
now.
isn't fucking even right now.
You're taking me to Spago now.
No. So here's my thing on that.
Jesus, go.
Just so when you're dating and you're fucking throwing the reps out and you're repping and you're repping and you're repping, you're not going to Spago every night. That's expensive lessons. I know right away when I meet somebody if I'm I don't want to realize that at fucking Spago every time.
Because she's gonna expect
that's an
that.
everyman thing. Yeah. I don't care. And if you're a billionaire and I
then go to Holstein's, Blue Ribbon. I'm gonna tell you all the other places.
Cheesecake Factory. I feel like I consider Cheesecake Factory.
I hope it's
that's the
Ryback
combination.
Cheesecake question mark is our little fucking.
It's
thing.
the combination of good food and it's still nice inside.
It has options. It has a lot of options. Because
it has too many options.
What is it? I've heard other girls bitch about this, not with me, but on social media posts that Cheesecake Factory. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
No. First of all, I love.
Be
Cheesecake
thankful
Factory.
you're getting to. They have great fucking food.
Listen, okay, Mr. Drake, Cheesecake Factory, nice try.
I think that went over
I know,
my head.
I know, but I know Joe probably a little bit got that. You listening?
He looks like he missed it too. Why don't you
Yeah.
explain,
Yeah,
asshole?
You quote it in the song. Yeah,
Yeah, it's in the
okay.
song.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you're
I
not
didn't know that was
cool.
a
We get
thing.
it. It's good.
Yeah.
So
Stick to my music.
yeah, exactly. So
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
sorry about that. He's gonna stop. No, I'm just
That was my theme song.
I know.
No, I'm kidding.
wasn't. So Cheesecake Factory is not where you go. You have to go a little bit more upscale than that. if
Paid
you're
off with
trying-
me. I made out at the end of the night.
I know it made it. Listen, bottom line is you're
Going out
awesome.
again.
Oh God.
So how's that bad?
Because it's
That's
fucking,
a-
if you're at Caesars, you go somewhere else. Go to Holstein's and Cosmo. At least it's a little bit better. It's kind of a fun like niche.
She wasn't even hungry. She was just eating. She had dessert. She had cheesecake and wine.
I don't know. I ain't gonna go there then.
I
Whatever.
gave her the option because I picked her up and then
Mm-hmm.
we were by the strip and I go, she was looking for places. She even old Cheesecake Factory. She seemed
Okay,
excited.
if she picked it, then I think
I'm not saying she
that should
picked
be
it.
fine.
But I was hoping she fucking picked it, if you know what I mean.
Right.
But what the hell?
That's fine.
So if you're going, I'm going on multiple dates. I'm dating. I'm throwing myself out there. I'm putting myself on in the
Well,
fucking.
this is why it's so difficult to date Phoenix.
This is why you guys need to fucking pay more and experience this shit.
First of all, I
Because
pay all the
at
time.
the end of the week,
do
if
I
I
do or
could,
not? Am
You
I
do,
on?
you
Yeah.
do.
wait, at the end of the week, if I could fucking have a few dates and and I spend $300 rather than $1,000, business wise, I'm going with the 300 every time. I'm not going to Applebee's.
Experience-wise-
even though I love Applebee's, great food.
You're gross. You're gross. I'm not going to Applebee's.
Cedar salmon with an order of wings.
First of all, don't eat fishies, so no. Ugh.
Blech.
Blech.
So wait,
No meat on the bone, no fish. You know two now.
or
okay?
eggs. You don't like deviled eggs either.
I like deviled eggs with a lot of mustard.
Oh,
and,
okay.
like,
I thought you
horseradish.
didn't like deviled eggs.
No.
Oh, that was
I like
somebody
those.
else. Oops.
That's probably your one of your exes.
So wait a second. I think this is a topic for many guys.
Okay.
So where the fuck are we supposed to take you, Miss Princess, on our first fucking date?
Honestly, are you trying to get laid or not laid?
Wait a sec. So are you telling me that if I went to Spago last night,
You
my
would've gotten
story
laid.
is that much better?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, go on.
Okay. So if you're
Listening.
going to try and figure out if you even are compatible as like friends, you go to Cheesecake Factory. That's fine.
Well, every good relationship is built on friendship, right?
Right. But if you're looking to build a friendship and possibly fuck, you go to like a Fleming's, which is less than
Just
a
buy a
Spago.
hooker. It's probably cheaper. Fucking this.
No, they're not. Have you met my girlfriends? You just left one.
Ooh,
Um,
burn.
But the thing is, what if you do go to a high end restaurant and you don't have? And it doesn't
Yeah,
happen?
I told you
Then-
I know right away when as soon as I meet someone, I can tell if I'm into them or not.
Right.
Right. So you already knew if you were into them or not because you've been talking to them.
Okay, fair point.
You saw a pretty picture. You were like, oh, she's pretty.
Yeah.
Probably at least one phone conversation.
We right
knowing
swiped,
you.
yeah.
Yeah. So that being said, you already knew you were interested.
Okay.
Guys know visually if they're interested.
Visually.
To fuck.
But no, so that's a completely different thing though, but outside
No.
of personality when you meet them in person.
Right.
Isn't
so you already.
Isn't there a saying like the first 8 seconds of seeing someone, you
Yeah.
know if you're gonna fuck them or not?
Hell of a movie,
Yeah.
8 Seconds with Dylan Perry from Beverly Hills 89102.
90210.
902. Yeah, there it is. That
Wow.
8 Seconds, I remember that movie for some reason popped in my head. Random comment.
So,
Keep going, Miss Spago.
well, no, because I actually Fleming's. Let's go Fleming's. But if you're at Caesar's,
I
you
hate
go to
that
Spago.
name. The bleh.
Fleming's.
It just makes me think of phlegm.
Phlegm, yeah.
I hate that name for a
Then
steakhouse.
go to
Shitty name.
Go to Del Frisco.
Morton's.
Go to
Morton's, an
yeah.
established classic
With
steakhouse.
Chris?
No, Morton's is a classic steakhouse.
Okay, so Morton's.
That's where I would go.
Okay, so then why didn't you fucking go there?
Huh?
You're trying to get laid.
I avoided that twice this week, actually. Cheesecake Factory both times.
You went to the same place?
Different cities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. If the waiter's like, "Weren't you with a?"
No. I'm very careful.
Good job.
I go on a lot of dates. I'm very careful with the locations. I know that. Yeah, you don't want to be that guy. There's Ryback again with his 5th date this week
But it really is his 5th date.
at
so whatever.
Applebee's, asshole.
Right.
Hey guys.
Ryback's like, yo, I don't know why I'm not getting laid. Applebee's.
So that doesn't work because this doesn't apply to me because
does.
I've broken your theory on this many times.
whatever.
But sorry,
But you're also fangirls. Like if you got fangirls, it's cheating.
it's like having to cheat for a video game.
Yeah.
And I use it all the time.
You're like, hey, look, you know who I am.
Good
You know who
point.
I am.
I don't, but I
Suck my
don't do
dick.
that. It doesn't help though when people come up to you though when you're out. That definitely is fucking great when you have a girl with you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a fucking enhances the entire. Oh, thank you guys very much. Nice to meet you too. Yeah, of course I'll take a picture.
No, put your hand on my penis, pull it out, start jerking.
You're so nice. No, so maybe that does account for a little bit. But again, to my credit, from my point of view, Cheesecake Factory is a blend of affordable and I say affordable as far as when you go out on a date, it is an investment. You are investing possibly into your future with another human being. I'm at a point in my life where we're past the wah, 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 wah deal where that was the best sound.
That was the weirdest sound.
Yeah.
Fucking. It's
Sorry.
like,
I didn't know what else to do right there.
It's okay.
But I feel that is still, it's a nice place. Caesars, it's a nice.
No, atmosphere is great.
You get to walk through. It's just a right turn instead of a left, sweetie.
Yeah, but with
Spago's just on the other side. Maybe on the second or third date we can go there.
Yeah, that's fucked up. It's like if you still remain, so they're looking like, oh, I gotta fight through this.
So are you telling me I got to take her to Spago on the next one if I want to?
If you want to fuck, yes. I promise you. I'm promising you right now. You take her to Spago, you can fuck.
I will take you up on this bet.
All
I
right.
think.
All right, done.
Wait. So
You're relying on me.
Yeah, we have to bet.
You want to bet crypto on this?
I don't have any crypto.
We'll get in the fucking game, sweetie. You're missing out.
Whatever.
That's what they all say. But wait, so you're saying if you're trying to quote unquote fuck, but like if you're I'm going on dates looking for somebody I'm compatible with to possibly maybe slow down, Tiger.
Okay, ready? Slow down, Tiger. You're a male, right? You have a penis? You know how you know if you want to
Damn
have
right
another
I
date
do.
after the second is if you fuck her and it's good sex.
That's a very important aspect
Okay,
of everything.
So do you want to fuck and find out now? Or you want to wait like
Or
5
play
days 'cause
stupid
you
bullshit
cheesecake?
and plays
Yeah.
a bunch of cheap dates and
Yeah.
good, very fair
Now,
point.
here's a question though. What
That's
if-
actually a very, very actually.
Hello, do you know who the fuck I am? I know.
I can't argue with you on that. You've actually redeemed yourself completely. I thought you stood no chance.
And I
What
win.
about,
just-
what about if you cook?
Asian
for
Joe
the
for the save.
What
I
about-
got up before the 10 count.
That's awesome. If you cook for a girl, even better.
So
If what?
If you
cook
bring
for
her
the-
here
and
and you
cook for a
cook for
girl.
her,
Wait, so again, there's a lot of girls that just you think you lure them back to the castle. They're very
yeah, that's the problem for
That's-
me. For you though, and like normal guys, awesome, great, like totally hot. Girls love it when a man feeds her.
So because of his stature.
His stature, no.
It is that is a
Alright.
problem.
Yeah,
Trust
that's
me,
true.
I.
Yeah, of course.
It's 1 out of every 10.
Now, if you tell her you want to bring food to her place and cook for her,
Ooh, a whole different strategy right here. Never thought of that.
no, honey,
What the fuck was I
where's your
thinking?
game at?
Well, this is why you're here. You're
Right.
You're constantly. I love learning. I'm learning. I learned about things every day. I just haven't been.
Dr. Phoenix.
I've had some,
I am
the
a totally
Dr. Phoenix
Phoenix.
live here with the big guy and Asian Joe. Asian Joe, thanks for that insight. That just picked up and writing that down right now. Her house. Never even thought
Her
of
house,
this.
cook her food.
And then I branch out and start all these different fucking goals off her house. Okay. This is amazing. Such progress we're making on this show.
All right, so I'm gonna use that as part of my Dr. Phoenix. So we've already.
And
This is our whole Dr.
It
Phoenix.
saves
segment.
so much money on food. Just buying food at the grocery store and cooking it. I like.
Not that, but it's healthier food because you know what you're putting.
Yes,
in it.
I go to the
Exactly.
natural grocery store and buy some natural fucking grass-fed shit.
Yeah. You know who has the best one? Is Trader Joe's has the center cut fillets, like $25 for like huge center cuts.
Yeah,
Amazing, like so perfect.
son of a bitch.
And I mean like huge fillets, you'd love them.
I am so happy you're on this show.
I know.
Therapy for the big guy.
Phoenix Marie.
Well-
wait, I'm gonna do one more and that'll be the end of
Oh,
Dr.
no.
Phoenix.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
Became Dr. Phoenix. think
I
that's
like
fair.
just going into natural flow of the show.
So, not Ryback asked, when can you slap a girl when you're fucking them? Okay.
Wait, hold on. Why did you just say my name, not Ryback?
Not
on it?
Ryback. Not Ryback asked.
Oh,
okay?
you're too much sometimes.
When can you slap a girl when fucking? Joe, when do you think it's appropriate? Because you can have a penis.
That's
I do have a penis. Wait, what?
very mean. That was
Wow.
Phoenix with them. See this? She does those
When
deep
do you
burns.
slap a girl
That
when a girl's fucking? When she asks for it, because like you slap a girl and all of a sudden she's like, "What the fuck?" And if she didn't like it, then that's the end of it.
I feel like some people have good intuition though, don't they? What's the guy? The guy? No.
Because I think I remember some girl mentioned about this guy.
Slapping her ass.
Well, no, this guy spit on her, and Macy's like, "Oh, you're the type of girl that likes that." And it's like, well, that's the last date. That's the last time.
Well,
But like,
had shitty
you can't-
intuition.
But things are, you can't make assumptions whether a girl likes to be slapped or not. And so,
I'm just trying to look at this from both sides.
All
The guy
right,
asking
I'm
the
gonna give
question.
this
Yes,
as
yes.
if you're choking a girl, okay, and she's into it and her eyes are rolling back and she's starting to go out, you do what I call a love tap, okay? So you slap her a little bit in the face, not hard, but multiple.
But you say you start with you got to
Choking,
put your hand on her throat.
Yeah.
So are you saying you maybe gently put your hand there first to see if there's any
Yeah.
resistance?
Actually, you start on their chest bone, like
Yeah,
by
yeah.
their clavicle and their sternum. So then you put your hand there and you're kind of like holding them down, pressing on them.
Yes.
Okay. So then they're getting turned on because you're kind of controlling them and you're putting them in their place and you're fucking them. So it's really awesome.
Okay.
Okay. Then what you would do is if she's like really wet, like you notice like extreme wet down there, then you'd move your hand closer to her throat and be like, "Do you want me to just take your breath away from you, huh? While I fuck you?" Then, okay, she's like turning blue, she's coming, and then you like let her kind of go a little bit like eyes
You gotta
really
be
back.
careful with that. I feel like that's a little much. I feel
No, it
like.
isn't. It's amazing. It's the best orgasm of your life, especially for a female.
What a fucked up thing. You guys' brains are pretty screwed up, huh?
No, I can come from regular sex too, but this is what I like. But so then like when she comes to you, just do like a little across her face. So
Yeah.
wake up,
I like your
princess.
face while you did that. It was
Yeah.
pretty funny. You
That's
taking a
really my
slapper
cheek.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like one of those things. So if she likes that, then it's okay to slap her.
That was
From that
from
point on.
Davey 4324. You said.
Not right back.
I love how you've included my name in this to make it look like it's from me. That is so fucked up. I love it. You're not
Let's
going
have a pause, not.
And with this, as Phoenix eats all her cookies, we're going to take a break here, and we're going to be right back after these messages, guys.
I am the ultimate Ryback, and I'm here to tell you about Feed Me More Nutrition. It is the ultimate premium in sports nutrition. Wake up, unlimited energy. I take it non-stop, and I have all the unlimited energy from the gods above my blood, my skin. The energy is pouring through my system. The big guy, all natural testosterone booster will be giving you erections to the heavens. And if you need protein builds muscles upon muscles. I'm so hungry. Premium grass-fed, prebiotic, enhanced whey protein isolate is what you need. Burn body fat with Shell Shock Extreme Fat Burner, the most powerful fat burner on the market today. Feed me more nutrition. Save 10% with Podcast 10. Available on feedmemore.com and Amazon.
All right, we are back. It is now time for our tips of the week. Tips of the week. Yay. I feel like that needs to be a soundbite. Quote of the week. People never create wealth because they never invest enough in a deal to get a big payoff. And that is from Grant Cardone, his millionaire handbook, actually, which I'm just finishing right now. I'm a big fan of Grant Cardone, Ty Lopez, those guys, Gary Vee. I talk about them all the time. Great fucking guys that have created ultimate wealth. And don't always agree with everything, but I agree with a lot. And you just take what you can apply to your life. And that quote, I get it. Book of the week, Quiet by Susan Cain. The power of introverts in a world that can't stop talking. And I have introvert tendencies. I think everybody has different, like,
Hermit states.
yeah, and whatnot. And it's but some of the most successful people in the world are the biggest introverts. But I think it's knowing when to be an introvert and when to be an extrovert. And they have examples of different things in here. It's a good book so far, and I'm listening to that on Audible. So that is my book of the week. Nutrition tip. I've been doing a lot of fish lately again, and I saw an article on tilapia, which I know you're not a fish person, Phoenix, and you're not going to be after this one. So supposedly, if you buy tilapia from the store, I would ask where it's from. It's farmed. It's here in the United States, Canada, but the majority of our tilapia comes from China.
Right.
one of the issues going on, and I don't know if they've cleaned it up literally or not, according to this article, is a lot of the tilapia out of China is farmed now, not caught from the wild. And they are feeding the fish shit, essentially, from other animals, and because it's a lot cheaper. And it causes salmonella poisoning, and there's a lot of issues. A lot of fish die.
Well, it's kind of the same thing with catfish too, because they're bottom feeders and they'll eat shit too.
Yep, but they're feeding them this stuff, and whereas salmon eat other fish and these other, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and like I love tilapia because it's lower. It's even lower fat than salmon. Salmon doesn't have a ton of fat, but salmon is a fattier fish. And I try to certain meals have tilapia where I'm keeping my fats down a little more. So if you're a big fish eater, not to say, and I've never had any issues. It was just something I read. I thought it was interesting. I know, and I had a bag of tilapia in my freezer, and it's from China, and I got it from the grocery store, Smith's. And so I was like, fuck, do I have to now buy more? And that's like in the frozen aisle, but it's nutritional wise looks great, but it's one of those things where you're better safe than sorry, maybe. So,
don't eat poo.
Yeah.
Just saying, don't eat poo.
You don't want to be.
Yeah.
So.
I've had to eat poo off penises. It's gross. Don't eat poo.
Don't you dare judge the tilapia then.
I judge.
They're not doing that
fish
willingly.
And poo. Fish and poo.
But yeah, that's just something I came across this week, and that's a nutrition tip. Workout tip this week. Don't put too much into the workouts you see in all the muscle magazines of the different celebrities and bodybuilders. A lot of that shit is just garbage, guys.
They use a lot of steroids and Anavar and Winstrol and Deca and Clenbuterol.
Not only that, but not only that. In the magazine's whole purpose, they're just they make money. And their number one priority isn't giving you the best advice. And they're coming out with it is just making money for this company and all the companies. That's what they do. The whole world revolves around money. Some people do it a good way. Some people do it a bad way. A lot of people do it a bad way, and it's fucked up. And it's like, I've seen things with different magazines, and they put workouts of people that I know. They're completely made up.
Right.
They're not to say that the actual workout, the exercise, you can learn new exercises from these things, but the reps and the sets and all that stuff, a lot of it's garbage. Not to say too, there hasn't been true ones putting in there before, because I'm sure there have.
But you got to make sure which magazine, because like Men's Health will be like,
you got to be aware of
this for this much, and it's like that's so bullshit.
And a lot of times they'll just put these fucking ridiculous amounts. They'll have 40 something amounts of sets and 50 sets, and a lot of they're constantly. If you ever look at every bodybuilding magazine, they contradict themselves on so many.
You should come out with a fitness DVD.
I've been told that. Multiple people have told me that.
Well, I'm just saying, you already have all the supplements and everything else.
Maybe down the line. I'm not against it.
I'll be one of the girls in the video.
Yeah. Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner actually has a workout DVD. I was a big fan of that.
Nice.
I know.
It's women, all his hoochies in it. It's fucking hilarious. I love the guy. I think I'm so happy he actually made a video of that. Like, it's him in character too, as Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner. Yeah. It's exactly what you would want it to be if you're a Scott Steiner fan. Like, you wouldn't want him to be like all quiet, and like it's him as Scott Steiner. Highly recommended to anybody out there that's a wrestling fan. And that's my tips of the week. Go buy the Scott Steiner DVD.
What was your actual workout move, though? You didn't say one.
No, it's not a workout move. It's about the magazines.
You should say a workout.
But that involves working out, Phoenix. It's not always a movement.
We like movement.
You're all about the physicality. Sometimes you got to stimulate the mind.
TRX system.
Work out the mind a little bit, Phoenix. The physicality.
I already been working out my mind. I just did my little finals thing, my quarterfinals.
Well, this is for our listeners. It's not always about you, Phoenix. You're very selfish.
I know you're gonna give me reviews now. No.
Oh, come on. Reviews of the week. Reviews of the week.
We got one, and it's awesome.
We got one review, so I hope it is.
But no, what's great is we don't have any more boo ones. So
we've had a lot of good ones. Don't you quit saying that we don't have the bad ones, because then someone's gonna.
No, why? Listen, if you guys are listening now,
I don't give a shit if they want to leave bad ones. Go ahead if you want to waste your time.
Yeah,
go ahead.
so
You're wasting your time.
We're just gonna make fun of you the entire time.
So can't wait to see what happens next by Caucasian Jake. I thought that was awesome because you'll see this. So when I first started listening, I never thought this would turn into one of my favorite podcasts, and it would help me so much. Phoenix has brought out some of the funniest episodes of the Conversation with the Big Guy, and the show has never been better. The no BS training and the nutrition tips have given me and my girlfriend a huge boost in our workout. You guys have changed the way I think and how I approach life in general. With Asian Joe joining the team and the talks of the new studio setup, I cannot wait to see where the show goes from here. And I will be tuned in every single week.
That is a hell of a review. I included all of us, which I like.
That's awesome.
Thank you very much. What was his name?
Caucasian Jake.
Caucasian Jake. You are the winner this week by a huge landslide.
It was going to be me.
You should have made up another review just to have, by not Ryback again. He's just putting me over.
Ryback's the best.
Ryback's so handsome and he's sexy.
There.
He brings out the best in Phoenix and Asian Joe every week. Oh, what a man.
See him naked. I wish we had
He could take me to Applebee's any day.
No one says that. No one.
I'm
gonna get so many haters for Applebee lovers too now.
I can't wait. Yeah, what a cheap sketch. It's gonna be the new headline. Ryback takes dates to Cheesecake Factory.
Applebee's, I think. He was like a general manager.
No, Cheesecake Factory. It's a blend of all.
No. Me and Dee and everybody else.
One second, real quick. Caucasian Jake, you're the winner. Please email me at thebigguy@feedmemore.com with your supplement of choice, and you'll get a free Feed Me More nutrition supplement, workout towel, shaker bottle, and wristband. You are this week's winner. I don't go to Applebee's on dates. I'm saying I blend it all in with Cheesecake Factory. You're saying you wouldn't go to Cheesecake Factory if I asked.
No, I love Cheesecake Factory. It's like a normal day.
So it's all a perception thing. You're such a
I'm
fucking.
saying if you're trying.
This is your first chink in the armor I've ever seen in you, by the way. Outside of all the porn stuff, but at least you're honest about it. I've had all these goddamn strippers in Las Vegas.
No, first of all, I've never.
Every other girl, I'm a yoga instructor, and then 2 weeks later, they find out she's a full blown fucking stripper.
At Sapphires. With your ex.
Yeah, just all of them with my ex. God damn it. Can't win.
Well, wait. Now, as a guy, even though you're asexual, would you jerk off to the vision of her and the ex fucking and licking each other?
Wait, what?
So, the yoga girl.
Yoga girl.
Yeah. Working at Sapphire, right?
Yeah. Oh, she's beautiful. I'm not going to lie. She's up there.
So, think about the ex.
You got to go past physicality, though, out here.
Right. Yeah, big time. So, you can buy anything. But, so, looks-wise.
I use my mind these days.
Right. So your mind, you think about the ex. I won't say her name.
Oh, yeah.
Her, doing all up on you and sucking and licking each other. I could see that.
That would be great to have those two as roommates. They're both Latinas, and holy shit, put double fucking guns to the head on that one.
My phone would be blowing up.
Yeah. You thought that was bad before, Phoenix. Dr. Phoenix 24/7 on speed dial. No. Yeah, that was. I've learned my lesson.
Promises.
But it's all the same fucking thing. They lie. Mm-hmm. They lie. Oh no, I preschool teacher. Then you find out 3 months in. Oh, you do that? It's such a routine thing. Well, I didn't want you to judge me. Well, I think I need to know that up front because you all act the same.
Because you're all sucking dicks for $500 in the back of the club in the VIP.
Where I was going is at least you're honest about it.
If I'm going to suck some dick, it's going to be a lot.
It's not like I'm going to find that out on, Jesus.
And then, well, let's be honest.
From the reviews.
Yeah, sorry. Review went into another tangent on everything.
Joe went and I'm lost.
Yeah,
but Phoenix sucks dick. I've seen it. I'm watching her get fucked.
No, but it's not. Yeah. But at least you're on. You're secure. That's.
And I don't even have any fucking. I'm not even doing porn anymore.
No, you're cool sculpting pea shotter.
Yeah. Oh my God. I swear to God. If
we were joking about stem cells earlier, Asian Joe.
Yeah.
They're now doing it in the penis supposedly.
Ooh.
That's so interesting.
All right.
Every guy.
Give me a piece of paper here.
That's what.
It'll be in the office. So no. So
I told her because she's been bugging me to come in for a cool sculpting.
Right.
And I said, I was like, finally the day I don't think she's at the office and I'm at the office. Oh, hey, Phoenix, just here for the cool sculpting. Hi.
So this doctor that runs my office tells me he went to a convention and they do P shots, which I already knew about, which is PRP and stem cells into your penis to help.
And it makes it bigger, Asian Joe. How about that?
Harder, which is firmer,
bigger, harder, faster.
And it helps with erectile dysfunction in men because it opens the vascularity down there and everything else. So part of the process is you have to vibrate to make sure it goes all the way into the vascular system.
So where Phoenix comes in.
So then he said, "Oh, I'm gonna pimp you out." First thing he said. Now you know I already know how my fucking head is.
Oh, yeah.
Bitch, I ain't never had no pimp. I ain't no hoe. Like what the fuck you talking about?
Ghetto Phoenix comes out right off the bat.
Another
Many faces
shade
of Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Yes.
And I was like, oh. And then he goes, well, yeah, I can't expect the other girls to do it. They wouldn't do that. But you've touched so many dicks, it'd be fine for you.
Didn't you say he only said you touched a couple though? He worded it kind of nice to you.
No.
I thought you said he goes. Oh, you touched a couple.
No.
1,000.
Has not.
Do you know your number?
Yeah, 52. Total. 52. Total penises.
No, but that's not scenes though. That's maybe the same guys
Same
over
guy.
and
Yeah,
over.
that's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
I need is 52. And then girls.
You know your number though.
Yeah, of course.
That's
It's probably less than you, ho. I bet it is. I bet it's less than you.
we're not talking. I'm asexual.
Yeah, exactly. And
The
you know what's
Ryback
funny?
character is about
But I
destruction,
probably-
about being fed more and fucking feeding on the
Do
competition.
you know I'm at 900 girls though, so I probably fuck more bitches than you for sure.
I'm not going to argue with you on that.
Yeah, he's
I'm
watched a
not
lot.
throwing
I
numbers
still
out
his
on this
bitch.
show. It doesn't nothing positive ever comes of that.
Yeah, don't do that.
No,
Off
I'm
camera,
looking
though.
for the one,
Yes.
just the one.
It better
Over
not be
and
the
over
fucking
again.
roommate, so don't even do it.
No roommates. They're just all about cash flow, cryptocurrency.
Yes. Okay, so reviews, yes? Or
We're done with
questions?
reviews, so now it's time for the questions of the week. We can open this up. I got this out today. I'm hoping we have some good
Well, you
ones.
got it out late again. And I
Yeah.
retweeted it late.
I honestly, as long as I get 5-6 questions, I'm fine. If there's more than that,
It's less than. But we got this one I thought was cute. I remember you
I got
writing a
Instagram
while.
on too. By the way, sorry.
Oh. I remember you writing a while back about your bed killing you and what kind of bed did you go with? Because I got a foam one now and I had it for 2 years and it's horrible on my back and I just need to toss it.
I'm sorry. I was looking at other questions.
Oh, Jesus.
That was very rude of me. I never used the phone. It was about his bed.
about his
Number your phone
bed.
bed
What
and
did you
two-
get as far as your new bed?
I went with a firmer bed, and it was actually too hard because I went from having a memory foam mattress, like
Which is way, ugh.
it was 14 layers of like memory, something ridiculous. And it was like, at first it was the greatest thing ever, but once my back
What
started,
kind? Tempur-Pedic or?
I can't even remember, but it was like, the ex actually has it now. Yeah.
That's not good for
fuck up
filming.
her back. No, you
I
can
thought
have
you
it.
already did. Wink, wink. nudge,
Wink,
nudge.
wink. I went and bought. I should have got more of a medium bed. I went firmer because I thought I went from one extreme to the other. But I went and bought the memory.
Yeah, the little 1-inch ones.
The foam,
go on
the
top.
pillow
Yeah,
top,
yeah.
memory foam pillow top, and it has helped. It's so much better now. But everybody's different. It's so hard with beds because you need to actually sleep in it for the full time to know
Well, they
how.
give you 30 days now, like mattress.
But you got time to take
Yeah,
it back.
mattress firm, yeah.
I say start off with a medium firmness bed. You know what? It's something
Yeah,
in
no,
the
I have
middle.
a Tempur-Pedic with the cool one because
The memory foam is fine. You don't want all memory foam. It's okay to have the memory foam on the top though.
Mine
but
has mixed with the springs.
something with
and
with a medium.
and mine vibrates.
You're big on the vibration.
I was like, ooh, go faster. It goes to 15. It's great.
But and I think that's very important that when you go bed shopping, that you do have something where you do have that time period to return it in case medium is whatever, and you do need. Some people need firmer beds.
Oh yeah, I can sleep on the floor way better than I can in like a squishy bed.
When my back got the way it was, that shit killed me. But I need a little bit of give in it, but it can't be too much give. So it's really a weird. Everybody's different.
Yeah.
You
So
also gotta be aware, like when you get memory foam, sometimes they retain heat, like a lot of heat.
That's why I got the
too.
cool one.
So you. Want
I
to
would
make sure
sink
you're
in. I would
Joe's
wake
seen my
up so
bed.
sunk in
Yeah, I've
in
been
the
on
morning, and I'm heavy too. So like I'm really sunk in on that, and it was like there was no support, but it was the most comfortable bed I've ever had.
Right.
As far as I slept, really good. But when I would wake up, my back, it wrecked it. Even worse, it was hard is better than soft on that, which I'm sure you could attest to, Phoenix.
Hard
But
is always better.
yes,
I never want anything soft trying to
yes.
go in or on me. Yeah.
but it's start with something in between and then kind of go from there.
What is the best date night cologne or fragrance? I know what my answer is. I'll let you go.
Again, you're
Anywhere.
going to think, so this is I don't want to give up my
Axe body
secrets.
spray. Phoenix Axe body spray. is
No,
everywhere.
not that one. That one's not but it is the bod spray. So,
Alpine.
no. And there's many good ones. I've worn expensive colognes, and on the road when traveling full time with WWE, I learned to bring plastic bottles for everything.
All right.
And my buddy Chris Pavone, the Chris Pavone Show, hell of a podcast. Everyone should check it out on positivity. And he was always big on bod spray black, and he was always a good looking guy. He always never had a problem getting ladies. And he always said like women just always complimented the bod spray. And I was just like, I'm going to go buy some bod spray. And I, to this day, 9 times out of 10, people compliment, like, going, you smell so good. What
How
is
come I
it?
always get you stinky? That's fucked up.
You always get me after I go work out.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's,
Oh, at least these pheromones. It's fine.
yeah, I seem to be doing all right with you.
I'm not fucking you. Wait, what?
But the bod spray black is my favorite cheap cologne. I don't know. I have a bottle of it, some expensive one up there. I haven't even opened yet because I'm always with the bod spray. I got to look. I got a really expensive one.
What do you wear, Joe?
I alternate actually. So basically, we mix it up. So I'll go from Giorgio Armani to Dolce & Gabbana to Cool Water.
I used to love Cool Water.
Yeah.
as a
Cool water
kid.
was
Cool
an
Water.
eternity.
That was like was not expensive, but that was like a
Calvin Klein won because
I've had many bottles of that. But I can't tell you more times I wear the like nicer colognes and you don't get compliments. Bod spray black every time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the one that works for every female, and you automatically get them wet and they want to fuck you.
Wait.
It's Hermes.
Okay, let's just share it with everybody. Now more competition
H-E-R-M-E-S.
on the market. Okay. What is it?
I gave it to JC. One of
Who's
the
it
guys.
by?
Hermes. Hermes. Okay.
H-E. Oh, Hermes.
Hermes. It's Hermes though. If you're asking for Hermes, they're gonna laugh at you. Say Hermes.
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 Okay.
I
Is
feel
it
like
what's
this
it-
is like the
like
Impractical
citrus?
Jokers.
It is.
Is it
It is.
citrus or what is it?
It's just something about it. You fucking smell it. Like I literally,
What does it cost?
like 100 for like a nice bottle, but it'll last you for like.
So when I give up on ultimate wealth, I buy Hermes and go to Spago on my dates, and I should see. I'm going to test you.
Fucking get fucked.
All right, we'll see.
Nothing.
Rather than bod black spray and fucking Cheesecake Factory, where it's done me well in the past. But whatever, we'll
Well,
try.
you know what?
I'm actually.
Listen, I know I brought you alcohol.
Guys, if anyone wants to buy me Hermes and send it to the PO box, please, more than welcome.
Is
PO
this your
box
Amazon wish list or your podcast?
752-740, Las Vegas, Nevada 89136. Just saying, guys, if you ever want us to ever buy the big eye gift,
Sure. Okay.
I'm going to buy this. I want that
No,
now. I'm going to get it
it's
for
so
Christmas.
good. No. I'll get it for you for Christmas. I will. I'm serious. I'll buy it.
I got your gift coming. It's not in yet. I bought you a custom-made jersey.
Yeah.
I told
It's
you
about
that.
130 to 120.
That's nothing, though. That's
Yeah.
And it's so good. And that's
Or
exactly the
86
bottle
is
right
fine.
there. So I'm gonna make sure I get you the first one. Yeah, with the
What's it look like, Asian Joe? Just so I can get eyes on that. Ooh, nice
Right there.
looking cologne.
oh my god, it's so good. Like I literally.
Fuck, so many things
any
just
guy
ran
I'm
through
gonna
my
fuck,
mind when
buy
I
it
saw
from.
that. It's just
When
sexy.
I was in college, Curve was so
Oh
popular.
yeah, Curve was hella popular.
Yeah.
Curve, Cool Water.
Cool Waters. I'm gonna go buy a bottle. That was one of my
don't buy
all-time
that.
favorites.
No, don't buy.
No, just for me when I go to bed or something.
You gonna rub yourself.
I've legit when I was a kid used to put cologne on to like go to bed. I love this. My mom's known since I was like I love cologne. Is that sharing too much information? Eddie, maybe edit that out.
The reason why I alternate.
you might wanna
Sharing a lot of
Yeah,
information
the
on
reason
this
why I
show.
alternate because I help girls is like, oh, I hate that cologne. It reminds me of my ex-boyfriend and stuff like that. So that's what I.
Cool Waters had a lot of bad fucking
Right.
memories.
I
Yeah.
will say this: a certain ex-boyfriend was the person that I smelt it on, and ever since then.
So that's why you're all fucked up mentally.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You want your boyfriend back?
What? Oh! I feel like you just said that out loud on the show.
I did not.
Hair guy.
Hair, yeah. Hair
Chicago
guy.
hair guy. Did we? That's not too much information. Not at all. Nope.
There's a lot of billboards on
I've seen him. Ryan Sandberg has a billboard too.
Yeah, that's true.
One of my favorite
There's a
baseball
lot.
players growing up because we had similar
Michael
names.
Jordan has hair now?
Probably on the
Good
DL
fucking answer, Joe. Good fucking answer.
with her NBA client list
Oh, jeez.
or friend list, I should say. Client list
Fine,
would
I
mean
ain't
something
fucked
else.
nobody. I have not fucked anyone. It has been, what, 2 months now? 2 months.
That's why you're going crazy.
I am. I'm like,
Your eyes get crazier every week. I see you.
boom, boom, boom.
It's that microphone in your mouth. All right. Any more questions, Phoenix?
No, that's it.
Only 2. What was that off of?
That was off of Twitter.
Oh,
You
I
know,
got that up
hungry.
really late. I'm looking right now.
My Instagram has, will Phoenix suck my dick? Favorite porn star. Epic.
All right. With that, we're going to go ahead. We're going to take a break. And we'll be right back. And we're going to come back with some wrestling news. We got a lot of wrestling news going on this week. Stay tuned, guys.
I am the ultimate Ryback, and I'm here to tell you about Feed Me More Nutrition. It is the ultimate premium in sports nutrition. Wake up, unlimited energy. I take it non-stop, and I have all the unlimited energy from the gods above. My blood, my skin, the energy is pouring through my system. The big guy, all natural testosterone booster will be giving you erections to the heavens. And if you need protein builds muscles upon muscles. I'm so hungry. Premium grass-fed prebiotic enhanced whey protein isolate is what you need. Fat burn body fat with Shell Shock Extreme Fat Burner, the most powerful fat burner on the market today. Feed me more nutrition. Save 10% with Podcast 10. Available on feedmemore.com and Amazon.
All right. It is now time for the wrestling news. A lot going on this week. Phoenix botches the wrestling news. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, Phoenix fumbled the pen right there. Did you save it?
I did, of course I did.
Don't you fucking dare drop those Feed Me More LLC pens.
And she's licking it.
Licking it like a rabid dog.
And
deep throwing it.
Good for you, Phoenix. Oh, Jesus.
you can sell this on Amazon now.
Leave it behind, please.
It's mine now.
Get ready for our video YouTube channel.
Right?
Oh, that, by the way, and I'm building the podcast studio. I said, Phoenix, you know somebody that could build a desk,
Yes,
right?
I do.
Because
So
I was
how
looking
odd
this
is it?
past week.
You said that earlier, and I literally last night just met someone who does desks.
Does
like
custom
tables,
desk.
yeah.
Because my thing was, I've contacted a couple places this week because you need like the rounded kind of thing, and then we're gonna have the camera set up because we're gonna go on YouTube. This podcast is getting big.
We're gonna be super size.
Go big or go home. Like there's no point.
Can I
Like,
show up in,
I didn't
like,
start doing this
ratty-ass
just to be a
clothes?
fucking mediocre podcast. I'm here for the long play.
Well,
And
yeah,
it
it's your
takes time.
fucking podcast, I
And we're
hope so.
building listeners. We're building loyal listeners. And it's not, I've told everyone, I never wanted this just to be a wrestling podcast. That is just a small part of my life or a medium part of my life. It's not my fucking entire life. And the last fucking beginning part of the show before, it was too much wrestling. And I don't want that. I want it to be on a lot of different things. Life.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's more to fucking life than wrestling. And I love wrestling as much as anybody. But a lot of these guys got their goddamn heads up their ass and think the world fucking revolves around fake fighting. It doesn't. And that's just, if it does for you, you're missing out on a whole lot of shit. I love wrestling. But this is more now in my wheelhouse. And we're building the studio. We're going to be going Facebook Live, Instagram, Periscope, fucking YouTube. Big things coming. Stay tuned. So with that said now, back to the wrestling.
You didn't say it. Phoenix fucks up the wrestling news.
No, we have a soundbite now for that.
Oh, you don't want to just say it just for old time's sake?
No, I like our soundbite now.
Okay.
I believe there's a soundbite. I'll make sure I'll double check.
That was a soundbite.
There was a soundbite before.
I was here.
The editor, Shining Wizard Eddie, never lets me down.
Of course not. You let me down by giving him a
Don't Let Me
fucking
Down by
soundbite.
the Chainsmokers. Hell of a song.
Don't let me down.
Okay, that's not.
Which we got to do our plugs by the end of this. We got to get.
Yeah, we'll do it at the end.
You did the song this week, though, I believe.
Yeah, but you keep stealing them, so I think I get another
No,
one.
I'll do
Actually,
it.
Joe hasn't gotten a song of the week. Maybe we should make Joe do one.
Asian Joe might have to do the
Asian
song of the
Joe.
week.
It's gonna be like,
Yeah, and the NWO porn song.
What?
Asian Joe, yeah, that's gonna be. You're gonna do the song of the
You're
week
song of
this
the week. You
week.
better get on it. Okay.
Kung Fu Fighting.
No, let's not do that. A secret Asian man. There we go.
See, oh my
Agent,
God!
agent.
No, we should do that. We should do that.
Let's not
Secret
spoil it for everybody. Let's-
Asian. Okay, so Ace's Cheap Plugs. You can find Ake
Jesus, ache? You just fucked up Phoenix. You keep going to new heights on. You can't even get off the one word now.
Okay, hold on. And we're breathing, and we're back. Okay, good. So, Ace, I'm so sorry. First of all, I wish you and the wifeys and the family a very Merry Christmas. and I
Ace,
love
same
you.
from the big guy. Thank you for everything that you have provided us for this show and your wrestling insight. Thank you very
And a
much.
hot picture of your wife in the cosplay. Love you. So, you can find Mike Ace
You guys are
Malaro
doing stuff behind
on
my back.
criticalblast.com. Follow Ace on Facebook and Twitter at SKITCHNM, New Mutants, because we're nerds. And by the way, that new stuff, New Mutants, looks amazing. Last week, Marvel's new editor-in-chief decided to give out some coal for Christmas, announcing the cancellation of at least 5 titles. Check out my story on that and that much more. Yes, and you sent me a thing, so I'm going to be reading this because you obviously know I give a fuck about those canceled titles.
I respect your wishes, Ace, to like that stuff. Just throwing that out there. Felt like saying that.
Because he's a nerd. Hey, did you see Star Wars yet?
The what?
Star Wars?
Nope.
Yeah. No, okay, so we have to tie him down, and we're going to make him watch all of them. Because there's a Yoda in there, and it's false advertising.
I have a Christmas Yoda because I got it, and I put a Ryback Rules hat on the goddamn thing. My Ryback Rules Christmas WWE hat I have on them. Yoda knows Ryback Rules.
Star Wars has actually a Christmas episode show. They had like a long.
I know. But we
Oh, that'd
gotta
be
get
so
him on.
boring.
All right. Kalisto injured by ringside by a fan who threw a water bottle, hitting him in the face while he was at the ringside mats
Selling.
selling.
That I
He
added that
sucks.
in, and that was last minute news.
What is that?
So Kalisto, my last opponent in WWE, whom I'm a big fan of, a very talented wrestler. He's one of the smaller guys, probably the smallest guy in WWE, or one of them.
Flyer.
High flyer, luchador type wrestler. He was. This is very disturbing, and it's. There's actually video footage that I've seen. The match was over. It looked like, and he's lying outside the ring on the mats, and supposedly a fan chucked a full water bottle from I don't know how high up. I think they said he was in one of like the sweet boxes or something. Who knows where it came from? But the water bottle, you can if you watch the video, it's online. When you're on the mat, the match is over. You're relieved as far as like you're done for the night.
Adrenaline, your fight or flight's gone.
You're relaxing, and he's lying there, and this water bottle just comes into frame, hitting the ground and hitting him right in the face, and just shoots off and supposedly it fractured his face. We're waiting to see.
Who threw it? Do they know?
Did he catch?
They didn't say the fan's name, and they shouldn't say the fan's name.
Right.
But they have the person in custody.
Okay.
He should go to jail.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
No doubt.
That's I think so it is a privilege to go to a show, not just a wrestling show, but any show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a privilege to go and watch a professional in any avenue,
Right.
in any field. And when you are a fucking fan. You sit there and shut the fuck up and fucking watch the show. You fucking make noise, cheer, whatever. But when you do that, you need to be made an example out of it. And I hope to God they put that motherfucker in jail and fucking people that jump the guardrail, there's no room for that bullshit.
Yeah.
It's just too much. And to his family and all of them have to deal with that now. And his Christmas is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's
And
got
but
he's
who's
in
to
the
say
hospital, yeah.
that doesn't hit him in the eye and he
Ocular damage, yeah, big time.
you cannot. So in my mind, there's a zero tolerance policy for that. And that person, I'm serious.
I know. Yeah.
Significant period of time in jail. You think about what you just did.
You did assault
It-
with a deadly
sorry-
weapon.
yeah.
Sorry, high velocity. That's a deadly
You're
weapon.
not throwing that just to throw. Like that is what are you
100%.
trying to do?
Yeah.
You think just trying to hit the ring? Like it doesn't like you hit a human being in the face
And
with
broke
that
his face.
that you paid to go see money to watch. You dumb fucking idiot. And I hope to God he gets locked behind bars.
To be determined.
Yeah, we'll
hopefully.
see. Just there's no room for it. If you're a fan, go be a fan and fucking enjoy the show. But don't. There's no need for that, and that's not nice. It's not. You know what I mean?
Sip your red wine.
I get very angry over stuff
can
like
tell.
that. I've had a fan jump in the ring on when Monday Night Raw. I was wrestling The
Are you
Miz,
serious?
and the security tackled them before it even done. I would have fucking killed him. I'm not. That's not.
Yeah.
I don't. There's no room for that shit. And
It's like somebody who's getting their dick hard and jumping into my
I don't care
fucking
why
thing,
you're doing it. You don't interfere with that. Like a comedian on stage, anything. You don't do that shit.
Yeah. No, I agree.
There's no room for it.
By the way, we're drinking red wine out of Stella glasses.
Which me and Ziggler got in Hooters in North Carolina after WrestleCade and Starcade. We had their smoked wings, and if you had smoked wings, they gave you a free Stella glass.
So that works because we're talking about the Clash of Champion comments. Great week for Dolph Ziggler fans. In the opening match of Clash of Champions, Dolph Ziggler came out with no entrance music or Titantron video. I thought this was actually really cool and created a very different presentation than we're used to seeing. Dolph also won the match, making him 2-time U.S. champion. On SmackDown, Ziggler came out, cut a hell of a promo, and then just left the U.S. title in the ring.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think he's
because he's supposed to resign.
His contract's coming up. No, he's not necessarily supposed to resign, and we don't talk about like this kind of stuff. Me and him.
But you guys are like besties.
We don't like, and we talk about stuff, but we don't like. It's,
you guys talk about which bitches you're banging together.
No, but
I get it.
It's not all the time just about wrestling, and plus two of things we talk about. I don't always share like. You know what I mean, publicly and whatnot. I don't know. I personally don't know what he's going to do, but he's always been he speaks his mind at times, which he 100% always should, and I think I've said it. I've already gone on record saying I think he needs to take some time off for him, just to get out because they don't know how to use him all the time to the best of his abilities, and I think this might be a way. And maybe they worked out something and whatnot for the future. But I think he's probably going to take some time off, in my personal opinion.
Fair.
And this is kind of a way, gives him a championship win on the way, but then he gives up the belt.
Like the Bret Hart shit.
But in a different way, but scripted. You know what I mean? And he, this is an out for him to come back later, but to take some time off and
come out however he wants. Because if you leave,
well, however they want, to come back in a better position. Right. So it's it's whatever it is. It was good. So
Women's Royal Rumble on Raw. Stephanie McMahon officially announced that they will be doing a Women's Royal Rumble at the WWE Royal Rumble pay-per-view in January. Survivor Series is in like November.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I was like, I thought that was. We had talked. See, I still remember shit. We had talked about this rumor a few weeks ago, but I'm still kind of surprised to see that it will actually happen. Just seems like it could have lost. It could lose the impact doing 2 Royal Rumbles at the same show. Hopefully, WWE has some good ideas on how to ensure that this will be something unique and necessary. For the record, Ace is still picking she who shall not be named to win it.
Ronda Rousey. Which I still think it's. So my thoughts on this is, I think it's great.
You hate her, don't you?
That the women, I think, and I've said I didn't know how they were necessarily going to do it, but and there's
how
things.
Long is Survivor? I keep saying Survivor Series.
No, the Royal Rumble it doesn't have to be an hour longer. There's no necessarily, and if they do 30 women, which they can, with the current roster they have there, they can't.
Right.
But if they bring up girls from NXT, that's one thing, or bringing back past WWE talents, they could probably hit that number, or get 25 women. They'll have more than enough to do that. So I think I think it's a good opportunity for. Like Victoria, women that have wrestled there, former champions, Beth Phoenix.
Everyone always says they look like her. So weird.
I was doing some stuff for Mid-Roll today, and I had to do some profile stuff for you on the website. And I was looking. I was trying to find a professional image of you without.
Nice, good luck.
I did. I found some, but Beth Phoenix images came up also. That's funny you brought that up.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good opportunity for maybe some past female talents there to come back. And because everyone always, when you think of return or surprise returns, everyone likes the Royal Rumble to see those past surprise returns. Mm-hmm. That now there's an opportunity for females to come back where, you know what I mean? Where they can come back and get a good reaction. And it's a little bit of a nostalgia act and whatnot. Yeah. And
there's more like, again, Survivor Series, they always bring back the old school.
Not always. No, but Royal Rumble's the one they really. I think you got them confused. Yeah, shitty fan. You need to keep watching. No, I'm kidding. Don't. No, but I get it, and it's there's money to be made on that end with that. I didn't understand necessarily how they were going to do it before, but they're going that avenue. If they bring some NXT girls up, and even independent, they can bring independent girls in for that don't maybe that have a little buzz, and they'll make it work, and it gives them good hype as far as whenever
being new, and at least you can say I was.
It's
in a big
never
event.
been done before, so for them to constantly do things in a different way is good for them business wise. Now, on the note, like seeing 2 Royal Rumbles, it's like seeing
long.
2 elephants fucking.
Yeah.
The only
First time you're like, ooh, wow.
Yep. And the second
Pretty
time you're
fun,
kind of like, eh. But it's like watching 2 female elephants fucking the first time, and then 2 male elephants fucking the second time.
I like the second.
That's my best analogy I could use for that.
Yeah. So we'll move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Dean Ambrose's injury. It looks like the reason Dean Ambrose took a beatdown from the bar on Monday Night Raw was because he had an injury that required surgery. He tore some of his distal triceps tendon, where it attaches to the forearm bone called the olecranon. Yes, Coronin.
Say that 5 times, Phoenix.
Well, no, I know it because I had the distal.
I love how a hard word like that you were able to do,
Yeah.
but wrestling names just completely fuck you.
No, because like the distal is where you check babies for CPR.
Yeah.
Just so you know, in case you're wondering.
When it comes to the body, there's nobody better than you.
Yeah, I'm like anything with babies and bones, and I'm in.
Or
But he basically
boners.
tore about 50% of the triceps tendon away from the bone, which you cannot replace. You can't reattach tendons to bone.
You can't.
No, you actually have to reattach a tendon to muscle because tendons don't go back into bones. It's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So he tore it from the bone, but it has to be reattached to the muscle.
To a muscle.
Does it stay that way? Or
Yeah.
is it more susceptible to being torn again?
Well, it is obviously, but from the bone, that's like my girlfriend had her hamstring literally ripped from her bone.
Fuck.
And it rolled up into the back of her leg. And they said you can't reattach tendons to bone. And I would like watch her go through all of it, and they finally reattached it to. They placed the netting in the bone to try and make it stay. But they already told her we put half of it onto a regular muscle
Okay.
because you can't attach tendons
Wow.
back to bone.
So good news for you on this. Dean Ambrose lives here in Las Vegas in Henderson with his wife, Renee Young, whom I've always gotten along really well with both of them. And Renee, because I saw Renee when I went and met Ziggler at the sushi place at the Hard Rock a couple months ago. And we were just talking the other night, and because I was in Florida, and her dog, I loved her and Dean have this awesome English bulldog. But I said something about we should all go to a hockey game. And so she goes, Dean's actually has time off in January. I think I didn't know he was hurt already. She already knew, obviously. He was probably hurt. And so we're going to, and I got, for Christmas, I already told you, I got you a Golden Knights customized Phoenix 69 jersey being made. And my Ryback 22 jersey, in which I got the dad, his college football number for his jersey.
Awesome.
And, but we're going to all link up and go to a game.
I'm in.
So it's, I think it'd be cool.
Yeah.
They're great people.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
You would like them. You would get along really well with them.
And then I can be like, I'm not going to fuck up your name. I didn't either. Are you proud of me?
They'll be happy to know that.
I didn't mess up your name. Is Vince McMahon getting back into the football business?
This is big news,
XFL?
actually.
Okay. One of the most persistent rumors the last week or so is that WWE might be trying to give football another go. It started earlier in the week with the dirt sheets in the Yahoo Sports reporting that Vince McMahon is looking to bring back the XFL. Later in the week, Vince McMahon's Alpha Entertainment has filed for trademarks for URFL and URFL. One was a lowercase r, sorry. The trademarks were filed by K&L Gates, which is a law firm belonging to Vince McMahon, longtime attorney Jerry DeVille.
So just speaking of trademarks, before I comment on this, I should notice I don't talk too much about this. Because I've filed many different trademarks.
Yeah, you changed your name.
But for supplement, that was to avoid going to court against a billionaire.
Right.
Because I created Ryback. It created the name, the entire thing. And it's.
We've discussed, yeah.
Yeah. But the trademarks I created, the big guy and Feed Me More, before I was ever there. And it's very important to me. And I feel like it should be important to other wrestlers too. And it doesn't make me hate anybody or anything, but I created them and I live by that. And I officially the big guy for entertainment. That was approved months ago, and I never really said anything about it. I have the official certification. I am the big guy trademarked. And Feed Me More, I own that, and that's been trademarked. And that was kind of an ongoing thing. So, like, that just reminded me of that. It's
important for wrestlers to do that.
And I own, and Ryback is my name, and I own my trademarks, and for my brand and everything I do going forward, that was very, very important to me. Because when I created those when I was poor, and it was something and struggling, and it means a lot to me. It's more than just handing it over for money. And not to say everything's going to be of equal importance to guys, but Vince doing this, I think it's whatever makes him happy. And it's supposedly he's created new trademarks in a different Alpha Entertainment, and it's not going to be under the WWE umbrella. But I actually heard this from Meltzer, and not to say I agree with everything from Meltzer all the time, but Brian Alvarez, it was something on a YouTube clip, but the big thing with this is Vince's attention on the WWE. If he's doing these other ventures, that takes up a lot of time.
Oh, yeah.
So how much time does he have for WWE where stockholders want him spending his time?
Well,
So that's like, but I get it from a competitive standpoint for himself that he tried to do this other venture. He's tried to do a lot of other ventures.
well, this is the one. It kind of goes with that because the next one was, would Vince ever sell the WWE?
Yeah.
So with that,
Go
it's
ahead.
like, according to the reports, Vince McMahon is now said to be open regarding the selling of the WWE. According to those in the know, McMahon's attitude apparently has changed over. The UFC was sold last year, according to talent agency, blah, 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 for $4 billion. Then in addition to Vince's recent creation of the Alpha Entertainment, a separate entity from WWE, has many under the rule of impression that Vince is definitely open to selling the company. Although Dana White, who was actually never the owner, sorry Ace, the Fertitta's own. But Dana's still maintained the CEO, so that's probably why he thought he owned it. But no, the Fertittas do.
He just works for them. He's
That's why he maintained his job whenever the whole trade happened.
okay.
But the Fertittas definitely made a lot of.
I thought he sold it. Didn't he sold it?
What?
Did Dana own it before partially or
No.
Okay.
He had they gave him a great sum of the money though.
So my thing is in knowing that too, and I think Vince is he's one of those guys, and I don't agree with everything all the time, but he's created his own world, and so he can do whatever he wants. He's still going. Like as far as I think, and this is what I tell people sometimes, and I've experienced this on a much lower scale. The more money you make, you're sometimes not sad. You're always striving for more.
Oh, yeah.
And I think he maybe in wrestling
And
feels
he's
like
not that young anymore either.
no, he's in his 70s.
Yeah.
But I'm saying he hasn't, but he doesn't stop. So with wrestling, so throughout his life, if you just kind of examine things, he's tried everything he's done outside of wrestling hasn't necessarily worked as far as
I remember the XFL. That's what
XFL, the bodybuilding thing. The movie thing's making money. The movie thing I feel works. It's not that's not, and I don't know all the numbers on all that, but I feel like the movie thing makes him money. The WWE films division. But I think from a competitive standpoint with himself, maybe it's like he likes to challenge himself maybe. And it's if WWE, it's like what is there left for him to do? If you really think about it, he's done as far as
football, baseball.
but I think there's these things that he's tried to do that maybe he's no matter how successful he is, he's been a billionaire. Maybe in his mind, and I'm just trying to understand this, he's still known for wrestling. And I think maybe deep down he wants to be known for more. Maybe.
Oh yeah, of course.
Just
Every
a
man wants to be
possibility.
known
Not
for-
saying
It's like that's not my everything in life.
so. And like me, it's like me with wrestling.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to me, and it's hard because people stereotype you. So I think he's tried these other things, and they haven't necessarily worked.
Right.
But now he's creating other avenues, and with this news, maybe he's open to selling WWE, and maybe he's ready to challenge himself in a different field again. Because XFL wasn't horrible before, but I think
I remember being in Canada watching it on TV.
and I think there's definitely something to, and I think, but here's the thing, and I think and maybe there's a little insight on this, is wrestling is nonstop year round, and football is the most popular sport in America.
And it's a season.
And it's only a season. And maybe in his mind, he likes going year round. And that's why I think part of it was, well, we'll do football in the off season, because football, men love football, right?
Yeah.
But it's good to miss stuff too.
Yeah,
and I think
it
part of
makes
the
you
reason people
appreciate
love
it.
football so much is because you appreciate it so much while you have it. But I think in his mind, but if you can create this thing people love
All the time.
but there's no competition during that point of the year, but it didn't necessarily work because they went too far out there with it, that maybe he's learned from past mistakes and tried it again. I'll never knock anybody for
Right. No,
like,
trying something new.
Yeah.
No.
Like, so, but I'm just trying to understand that, and for fans, you're dealing with a guy who's so successful, but he maybe has a stereotype that he wants to try to at this point in his life. You got to understand. So too, when you experience all this success and all this wealth, stimulation is harder to get in all areas.
No, I get it.
And so sometimes you have to take really, 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 really big chances to create that
You mean
stimulation.
like quitting porn?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
things he's done his whole life no longer thrill him like they did his life. And that there's different levels for everybody. So I think he is creating a different way to stimulate himself by taking a chance.
Yeah.
And starting over. And I think even though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Well, maybe he's realizing his mortality because he's 70 years old. And so,
Exactly.
You know, like as you get older, once you retire and stop, you tend to see losing your brain and stuff like that. But
They
if you
say that when
constantly-
people, yeah.
Yeah, but if you constantly work, dude, like there's like 95, 100-year-old who still goes out, go out walking in the park
Yeah.
and do physical stuff, and they're in great shape. So maybe just for Vince McMahon, he wants to, I want to find something new to keep me stimulated and
Yeah.
just to keep him going.
Yep.
Because once he stops, it's downhill.
Great point on that. I agree with you completely. And he's been a guy that's never stopped.
Mm-hmm.
That's always been the perception with him. And it's, I just think it's something he obviously is passionate about football in some regard. How much I don't know, but it's been a thing for him before, and with him, he's always been he loves that whole alpha mindset and alpha entertainment, and it's very interesting things coming up, and that's a great point for you, Phoenix, to bring that up, tie those in with this, and he's now open to selling the WWE, or so that's the rumor that. Possibly there's some things on the horizon. And honestly, I feel like he's so confident that if he sold WWE for how much ever, $1-2 billion, whatever.
I'm sure he wants 4. Like,
But
his brand's been more.
Well, UFC
existent.
was 4. I want 5. Whatever, but whatever he.
It's billions, though.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
but so say he sells it for that. You don't think he can start? In his mind, he could just start wrestling all over again.
Yeah.
If he really wanted to, and he could compete, he can create
A
realistically,
WCW against
he could
WWE.
again create his own competition by handing over his company and restarting. Think about that.
Yeah.
That's not out there on the when you're dealing with somebody like that thrives on that level. So it's I think it's a really interesting period.
I agree.
Moving on.
So, just incredible. Last Friday at the Blitzkrieg.
Blitzkrieg.
I said Blitzkrieg.
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 The Blitzkrieg. I love Keurig.
Keurig's so good. Blitzkrieg.
I'm gonna kill you guys. So pro wrestling show in Eatonfield, Kentucky.
Connecticut? Wait, how did wait? Hold on. Are you fucking? You got to drive to California after this, by the
I
way.
know. I'm tired, guys.
you just said-
this is the last one. We're leaving. after
Okay,
this.
this is the final.
Yeah,
news.
this is the final one. Sorry, Ace. Showed up to the event to do a pre-show signing and ring promotion, and was reportedly not fit to make an appearance. He was slurring his words.
Is there
Is
more?
he a WWE guy? Or
He
no?
was a WWE superstar, ECW superstar at different points. So what happened? I saw a little bit of this.
You saw it? Like I watched
There's
it?
a video of it actually, unfortunately. And again, I don't believe I've ever met Just Incredible. showed up. For a lot of these independent shows, you either come up, you have a signing and a match, or you come just for a signing, which is kind of like a night off. Like you don't have to actually wrestle. Like you just
you're there to be cute.
And I don't know what else is going on, but like sometimes and I've never done this, but I think I'm just trying to put myself in these shoes that if you know you're going to just go for a signing, you're like, well, you're getting paid to be there to do a signing. You're not actually. You could probably go have some drinks before if you go to dinner before the thing,
right?
But I don't know. Suppose he had too many drinks and showed up and not.
I know a lot of porn girls who do the same thing.
Yeah, I know a lot of.
No, but during signings,
a lot of strippers too that do that.
Do you do that before you sign?
No, never. That's
okay,
not.
No, I just I'd ask.
It's for me, and it's just not
conducive.
Yeah. There's separation. You go afterwards if you're going to go do that. Okay. But again, some people can do that and they're happier and whatnot. But again, if you do too much, then it's.
I love you. You're such a great
fan. And he went to the promoter. I guess he smelled of alcohol and I wasn't there, so I don't know. But this is what was said, and it wasn't good. And he ended up going to the ring when the show started, interrupting like kind of a match or after a match or.
Was he supposed to or no?
No, they didn't even want him there because they realized how drunk he was.
Yeah.
And or just whatever. And again, everybody experiences different things in life. It was an unfortunate incident, and I don't think anyone. He came out and did a video right away and apologized, and he realized that he messed up really bad, and I think he's now going to take the correct steps. He was already in rehabilitation through WWE. Actually, it's one of the good things they do is they pay for past talents for their rehab, which is
that's huge.
But
we need that.
My thing is, it's like you need to look at what's causing the problem. It's the industry, and not to say it's the industry's entire fault. It's always the person's fault if they let that control them. But they go hand in hand.
Hello, porn and wrestling.
Yeah,
goes
no, that's what I said. Yeah. Like there's so many similarities to this stuff, and.
But they don't pay for rehab on my girls.
No. But again, in time they will, as everything evolves. They will in time.
Oh no, there's not even there's.
No, we don't understand it right now, but in time something will come along. What will happen is a performer will come along and create ultimate wealth and be able to help people. And that'd
be great. But
so it will happen. No, just everything takes time. Yes. But it's and there was other wrestlers who were out there trying to get him out of the ring, and it was.
Did he fight him?
He didn't want to get out of the ring, and nobody like attacked him or like everybody handled it as good as they could have. It was just kind of a very
poor judgment.
Yeah, but it was watching it. The video was tough, and I was like, do I even want to watch this?
You feel embarrassed?
Yeah, it's just like not.
Is he a friend of yours?
No, but just I felt bad for him because he was so drunk, but in his mind he wasn't drunk.
He's just having fun.
Yeah, and it was and then how it was just. It's one of those. It happens though, and it's like I think it's a great story for him. It's a great opportunity now for him to have that example of I don't want this anymore, and he very apologetic but I think he can use this as that pivotal moment to get over the hurdle because he'd been in rehab already and struggling probably, and it's okay to fall off the horse.
Right.
It's just
as long as you get back on,
hop back on, and just. But I think this is one of those. It's going to have that moment in his brain where it's like, oh, okay, I don't want this to happen again because this will cost me money. This will damage my reputation, my image, and my fans, and which he has a lot of fans out there. So I hope I think he can use that as a good tool. So unfortunate incident, but I think it's going to have a positive effect down the road, hopefully. So with that, now I think it's time. We're going to go ahead. We'll get some plugs in before we wrap this show up. Asian Joe, you want a song for this week?
Is it like recent or like
whatever Asian Joe? There's no limitations on the show.
So I've been hearing this song on the radio. It's by NERD with Rihanna called Lemon. It's kind of like that old school feel, but they were kind of criticizing Rihanna sounding like Fergie, and so.
We've never explained the song on this. Leave it to Asian Joe to actually explain. He gives the background and everything. I love it.
But I mean, it does have like that old school feel, like the
Lemon by Rihanna.
Yeah, well, NERD with like Pharrell and a couple other guys.
Okay.
And so it's been hearing out on the radio. It has a good beat, but
so nerd.
Yeah, nerd.
Okay.
But they call it NERD.
I know. I've seen that.
So Shining Wizard Eddie, if you could tune that up, please, Phoenix, go ahead.
You can follow me on Twitter at @PMarizzle. No one's helped me with my Instagram. Will someone even please help me with my Instagram? Joe,
You're still not on Instagram, I noticed.
No.
Hopefully you get that. Yeah.
No, they fucking disabled it.
I couldn't tag you today on it. I noticed it was. I apologize.
Well, it's fine.
They will get to you.
They better fucking get to me. I'm gonna
How many
cut them.
followers you have?
1.6 billion.
More than me, I was impressed.
Yeah, I'm fancy.
Well, for women have it easy on there though, so.
I don't really post anything like that though.
Yeah, I know.
I'm good. That's why I'm mad that it's gone. But onlyfans.com/PhoenixMarie and whatever. Whatever Joe says. He's Asian.
Blonde
Listen
moment.
to him. And then my cam soda is camsoda.com/PhoenixMarie. And Joe doesn't help me. And then I probably shouldn't let Joe help me on the 29th because he's mean.
All right, Asian Joe, anything for you to plug this
All
week?
right, my Twitter is Webmaster Joe. Recently, I'm not retired in porn, so I'm still working in porn.
Still active?
Yeah, still active. But I did this hilarious, weird Christmas parody where they put me in a snowman costume, and I magically come to life by sticking a magical dildo carrot on me. And
Impressive.
So it turned out to be, then Santa appeared, and then the girl who put the dildo on me is like, hey, more the merrier, and then I was in a sex scene in a freaking snowman
What's
costume.
the name of this?
It's the name is Frosty the Snow Job, and you can find this on woodrocket.com, and it's also available on Pornhub.
Oh, I love that. That's hell of a plug. That might be my favorite plug of all time. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Suck my carrot dick.
Everybody, please download this and wait so you can all see
It's
Asian
actually
Joe.
free. It's actually, if you go to woodrocket.com, you can actually watch it.
I feel like they're going to get quite a few extra views on this one. Anything else, Asian Joe?
I wouldn't recommend watching with your family, though. I guarantee
No,
you.
dads, go down to the basement
Yeah.
for that one.
No, that's pretty much it.
All
Where can I
right.
follow you on Twitter?
Oh, I mentioned that. Webmaster Joe.
Maybe listen, Phoenix.
Interesting.
You're tired, I know. I
I'm so
apologize. All right, guys. All fan mail, and I appreciate it. Got a lot this week, guys. Thank you. P.O. Box 752740, Las Vegas, Nevada 89136. We got Amazon merch on Amazon for Feed Me More Nutrition, and all things Ryback. Feed Me More Nutrition available on Amazon, feedmemore.com. Spartan Nutrition in North Las Vegas, Wise Chiropractic in South Las Vegas, Ion Nutrition in Streamwood, Illinois, and ABC Fitness in Albany, New York. Wake Up, It's Feeding Time, the motivational book by myself, available on Amazon in paperback, Kindle, and Audible form. We have the Feed Me More Nutrition workout shorts, pants, tank tops, and beanies on feedmemore.com, and the Feed Me More Nutrition beanies are now available on Amazon. Check out the Feed Me More goal boards on Amazon. And Fuel Meals, my personal meal prep service. Save 10% at fuelmeals.com with discount code THEBIGGUY. The official Feed Me More Nutrition Facebook page is at Feed Me More Nutrition, so follow us there. And at CWTBG on Twitter is the official Twitter for this podcast. And that's it for me this weekend. Feed Me More Nutrition, guys. Thank you for all the support. It's been a hell of a first year, and I am beyond thankful. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and thank you for listening to this show. I'm happier than ever. I love the group of people I have with me for this, and thank you guys. Be safe on this holiday season. Don't drink too much eggnog, and thank you for listening. You've just listened to another episode of Conversation with the Big Guy.
Give me money.
Happy holidays.